you walking on the moon. I've never been. All our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some levels that I've never been. All our trouble seems to fade away when we dance.
हरमन कुडेर रोत महौलने एम्मेंगे कोंबी
मिहार जमान बदल विलचे ए एकुदिन उलन बेनुम वागोई
ज़मानाय को इतना कमे बदलू मंदायर वेस बाइंग आदत ज़मान तक करते मिगेंदे को बत्ती ये के ट्रेडिशन ने की
Hi guys, welcome to day 9 of Dhiraagu Supersonic by Glitch Gaming. This is our attempt, our very valiant attempt at trying to crown the indisputable champion of Rocket League in the Maldives. Joining here tonight, once again, I keep saying this, but I like introducing ourselves. My name is Aksam, I'm your host for the night. We've got Munis on commentary and then Yube as our analyst. We've got a lot of things to talk about, but before we get to that, and since we're already running a little bit behind schedule, isn't that, that's no surprise, but we've got to mention our sponsors just for a bit, alright? Let's get there now. First of all, we've got Mandu Mas, who has been our food partner, but it's not for us, it's actually for you guys. More about that later. Pizza Bona as well. Yes, I am not getting my pizza, you guys will. And we've got Print Lab, who has been printing our banners, making us look all prim and proper. We've got eLife with the MVP sponsor, more on that as we discuss the prize pool. And we've got Gizmo, who's been providing us with the technical know-how to make this a reality. And then finally, we've got Dhiraagu, our title sponsor, for having given us this opportunity to make this a reality with the connection that they have provided with us as well. So this is about Rocket League. It's all about Rocket League, I don't even know what else to say about it. You guys should have been watching every night, But so far we've gotten up to day 9 of a 20-day Rocket League here in the Maldives, and like I mentioned before, we're trying to see the best of the best. We're trying to crown the indisputable king of Rocket League, the team that we all should aspire to be in this game in the Maldives. And to discuss that a little bit more, let's first ask Yube, how does this tourney work in the first place?
Well, currently we are in the group stage. I think this is day 9 of the group stage, and the group stage goes on for 14 days. Since most of the teams have played, now every group we have like 2 teams. Kinda assured to go to the knockout stage, but we're expecting differences from, I think, group C. I guess because most of like PROFATS have not played, like they've played only 2 matches, and then they have yet to play 2 matches, but they still seem to be at the top spot. And the other, like the second seed is either Vector or MSK, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, looking at all these different groups, you can see that we have the win amount, right? And the amount that they've lost, the amount of matches they've played, and also we have what's basically like a ratio of the games that they've won versus lost, right? And Group C is an interesting one because they have had a team that forfeited thrice, which means that it threw off a lot of their scores. So it's in a very odd way, which is why we saw PROFATS NONPAREIL play for the first time last night, right? But anyway, right now, I guess Juice and Storm are the teams that are the most comfortable at the top, right? And tonight we will see another team join Juice at the top of Group A, I think. And we will also see someone rise to the top of Group B, perhaps equaling the Baguettes or going for the third spot for sure.
Well, I think the Baguettes are really comfortable in the second. Group B.
Yes, they have 2 wins, my bad.
Yeah.
Legacy Esports only has 1 win, and they're not playing tonight. So PROFATS and Vandal, whoever wins here will just be fighting against Legacy Esports for the third spot. Group D, though, I think the winners are kind of very well settled in, you know? So, and we don't have a Group D match tonight, so it's the first 3 groups that we really have to be careful of.
I think in Group D, like it could change, and like with the games going on, because the ratio here is like very different from all the other groups. From all the other groups, it's very cut and dry as to who's going to be the first, second, and third. But in Group D, like as you can already see, the win ratio to loss ratio is, well, very different, I would say.
Any team could go up to the top or fall down as it is, right? But the same goes for Group C because MSK, PROFATS NONPAREIL, and Vector all have 1-2, so they're currently like eligible for the first 2 spots. It's just that this match will determine whether Vector remains there or not, because they're going up against PROFATS NONPAREIL later on today.
Yeah, I guess tonight's going to be the tiebreaker for them in Group C.
Yeah, and we will also have the definitive number 2 for Group A, I think.
Oh yeah, we will.
I mean, it all adds up, but I know I'm bad at math, so I'm just gonna trust you guys on this, okay? First of all, before we discuss the Mandu Mas case that I mentioned a little earlier, let's talk about the prize pool, guys. We've got 20,000 rupiah in the prize pool for the winner of this tourney, and that's first place goes 10,000, second place gets 7k, third place gets 3k, and remember the MVP sponsor that I mentioned earlier as well? Well, the tourney's MVP stands a chance to win a 32-inch HD Smart Android TV by TCL, sponsored by eLife. And this hopefully will change your experience playing Rocket League competitively as well. Who knows? For these reasons, I think we need to talk about one of the most exciting nights that we've had recently, which was last night, day 8. We've had amazing matches last night. We've got Legacy Esports and PROFATS Elite. We've got EVG and Quiz Esports and MSK and PROFATS NONPAREIL. We saw PROFATS NONPAREIL for the first time, and that impressed us. That just like blew us out of the water. And we got EVG and Quiz, who we thought were really balanced, and they were. The matches, the skill levels, and everything was really balanced. EVG had one of the most impeccable defenses that quiz just seemed to like thread right through every now and then. There was a lot of really fun moments happening last night. But let's not talk about it. Let's just watch it on the highlight reel. We prepared you a 5-minute video just to show you exactly what fun we had. This just in, apparently we're still stuck on day 4.
It's not what you think. It's day 3 actually.
Oh, even worse. Okay.
It's Groundhog Day.
I think maybe I might have mentioned this on day 6, but guys, type GG in the chat. Okay, I'm saying this to all of our viewers. Type GG in the chat of whichever stream you're watching. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, yeah, that's about it. And then if you type GG, you stand a chance to win one of 2 prizes for the lucky draw. We've got a free Musk case by Mandu Musk and a free pizza by Pizza Bona. And basically, if you live really far away and you're watching this, chances are if you win the lucky draw for the pizza, we might not be able to deliver it. But if you go for the Mandu Musk case, let's see what happens. Wherever you are in the world, type GG, hype up the chat, and let's have a lot of fun tonight. We just saw some of the most technically advanced plays and like really enjoyable matches just then, you know, like last night. And I think, like I mentioned last night, we might have actually even seen one of the first successful flip resets as well. It was done by Leox, I think.
Might have been, yeah.
Definitely so.
You did mention that.
And I think we've got ProFats NONPAREIL playing tonight as well. This was the dark horse of this tournament, and we're seeing them come out once again tonight against Vector. Vector aren't a team we should scoff at. What do you think is going to happen tonight, guys?
Whew, okay, well, before we get to ProFats NONPAREIL and Vector, we have Duck versus CAPALOT. Worth mentioning that Duck currently holds the highest goals scored in a single game in the tourney so far, with 14 in one 5-minute stretch. So that's something, right? But anyway, that versus CAPALOT. CAPALOT again a very powerful and very strong team. Then we have VANDAL and PROFATS Elite. And after that, the one you mentioned, NONPAREIL versus Vector. Vector so far has been showing a good performance, and they have this really interesting tactic of setup and scoring, right? That we kind of commented on a bit. But ProFats NONPAREIL seemed to be on a whole other level last night when we saw their debut. It was just... I don't know. It feels like right now you have Juice and ProFats NONPAREIL on a particular level of skill, and below that are excellent teams, and below that are really good teams, and it just goes lower than from there. That there's such a high skill level there visible that it's just not even sometimes believable, some of the things that they're able to pull off. But you see it. They're just that good. So I'm a little worried for Vector. I don't think they can take it easy at all.
Well, I'm looking forward to.
Notice.
Yeah, well, I want to note that the most interesting match tonight, I think, would be CAPALOT versus Duck, because we don't really know how it's gonna go. I mean, on Vector's and NONPAREIL side, we know Vector's all about the air dribble game, always setting up on the air and all that. Meanwhile, NONPAREIL is really fast on the reaction, and each player. Normally, they don't go for pass plays. They're just really good at the setup, by themselves and shooting. They have a really oppressive offense, which could be Vector's counter. But we don't know what's going to happen in the first match, which is going to be really interesting, because that is not a team to scoff at. And CAPALOT is a team that has always been performing really well. So it's who would win? That's why
tonight's gonna be exciting, guys. We've got our first match, which is Duck versus CAPALOT, and I might have noticed something on the logo as well. I think CAPALOT might be having a play on words with their logo. What do you think? Check that out, boys.
That's pretty clever. I like that. Okay, I also want to add this, right? The one thing that Duck and CAPALOT have in common is that both of them lost to Juice. So they're both really high-level teams. So tonight we'll see which is the higher-level team, or which team was able to perform the best. So that actually excites me quite a bit, because it feels like there's a bit of a there's something to prove here tonight. And I wonder how both teams are going to respond to that. That's something I'm looking forward to.
What they're going to prove is, yeah, we are good, but we're not as good as Juice. We're just going to take second.
Yeah, sure. But additionally, you can also kind of think of it where they're going to prove that they may not be able to beat Juice, but at least they're better than these guys, whoever these guys end up being.
Yeah, just saying so much good stuff about Juice, but you know what? I'm gonna see what happens, because I know that whenever I try to comment on what the outcome could be, I keep jinxing it. So I'm not saying anything about this match. I will say...
Whose side are you? So are you rooting for Juice? But if you say you're rooting, you're jinxing it. So you're gonna say you're not rooting.
I just want to see an exciting match. Oh no, I might have jinxed it. Now we're gonna.
You should say you want to see a perfect sweep. You should say that you want to see another perfect sweep. Then we'll get something.
You should say you don't even want to see this match.
You know what? All I want to see tonight.
What's up?
I think the
that's all I
mic
want
has
to say.
gotten good. Oh, okay. That was a joke, I think. Funny. But anyway, if you are ready to jump in, we're ready on our end as well.
I got trouble.
The match ready? All right. We're gonna see Duck versus CAPALOT. I am hoping to fill up a few more pages on this notebook. Guys, have fun. Catch you guys later. All right.
Thank you. All right, so Yube, it's gonna be Duck versus CAPALOT, which is a Group A match, right? And this one is, like I said, gonna be a very competitive match against between two very good teams. do you have any like insight or expectations that you have of the match going forward? Who do you think is going to be more aggressive based on the previous plays?
I would say CAPALOT has like, in my opinion, a bigger skill gap. Like, they have the better skill, in my opinion, because we've only seen the perform against a really oppressive team, which is Juice, than a team which I'm sure CAPALOT could have done the same amount of damage as the did. Maybe not that many goals, but the same amount. So I can't really say that is like at that level. But tonight is the proving grounds for them with a team that's on the same level as them. And
Right.
I don't know, I'm leaning towards CAPALOT's side. I mean, I'm not like being biased, but that's my prediction.
All right, that's interesting to see. That it would kind of be weird for them to have such a great match previously and score 14 goals in one game and come over here and just be schooled. That would be quite interesting to see. Although, I mean, I wouldn't really want to. As a spectator, usually we tend to favor the matches that are very evenly matched, with both teams going like back and forth, so that the matches last a little bit longer and we're able to see some high level skill and fatal mistakes and people take advantage of that. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for tonight as well, because as we might have mentioned previously, when we head towards the end of the group stage, we start seeing less and less of these perfect sweeps and more of these really intense and high level matches, right? They're still trying to set things up behind the scenes on the technical level. Oh, looks like they have managed it. 5 minutes on the clock, and here we go. 4 minutes 44 seconds and counting. The ball is on the dot side of the pitch. CAPALOT mounting their offense.
Yes, they started off strong with a lot of pressure. I think they're trying to get the first goal in. Whoa.
Well, Skeppert just got demoed, so whatever he was trying to set up is not happening anymore. Classico now. Ooh, was that Swirly? I think he just set something up for his teammate, and oh my goodness! What the heck? That was such a
That was a
close
goal
moment.
line save.
Yes, that was incredible. Like, that's what you get when you don't like finish the job, you know, when you just assume that it's gonna be a goal. It's gonna end up being something like this. And nice setup there by Doug, but they got demoed again. These guys are very relentless, aren't they?
Kane really on the defense there. Stopped one of CAPALOT's the attack there.
Yeah, I'm seeing a very nicely aggressive style of play from CAPALOT. And Titanium scores. Yalan, right? It's
Yalan.
Well done. First goal of the game, 3 minutes 40 seconds in, and I gotta say, so far I'm seeing that high level of really competitive play that I was hoping for. It's not very one-sided either way. Anyway, kickoff once again. CAPALOT sending the ball deep into the dot side. Classico trying to clear it. CAPALOT intercepts, but I don't think they quite got the touch they wanted. Nyclo going after it. Yalan waiting in front of the goal while his teammate swats it away. Nice defending. And he clears it, and it's sent back once again. Swirly didn't quite get to do what he wanted with the ball, I think. He's now seeing Kane attempting to clear the ball. Sent back. Ooh! 3 minutes 10 seconds and counting. Swirly sends the ball towards the goal. Could this be a setup off the backboard? And another near attempt. Another near attempt. My god, these guys are just unlucky at this point. But anyway, the clock keeps ticking and CAPALOT are not taking this lying down. Another offense being mounted, but that definitely looking to score now. Taking the ball, trying to set it up, but it is cleared. Sent back, and it's sent towards the goal. Could this be a goal? Nah, not if Skeppert has anything to do with it.
I like the back and forth going between both teams, but CAPALOT already has a better offense. Really pouring in the pressure and not really giving a chance to breathe here.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that even though they have been making attacks and mounting a lot of offenses on the CAPALOT side, are very much still not in control. Oh, look at that! Like, what do you do with that, right? That's basically a goal, but these guys just keep saving so many of these saves. I think they're gonna get a lot of points for stuff like that, don't you?
Yeah, the saves, the epic saves gives a lot of points. Epic saves are like almost goal line saves or goal, like Oh, like really close to the goal.
Oh, another attack. My God, Dung is just having just the worst luck right now.
Kane.
Attempt on the goal. Defense, nice defending by Swirly. I love the name Swirly. Anyway, Nyclo waiting for the ball to come, and another bit of defending, also a clear at the same time. Swirly now sending the ball towards the goal, but the defender gets it out of the way. It was Yalan that time. Skepard creating an opportunity for Classico. Oh, finally we have the equalizer. 1 minute 26 seconds in, and it's 1-1. Can you
won that
believe it?
challenge, yeah.
It's
He won the
1-1.
challenge on.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like, after all this time, it's 1-1. Like, we've seen games where it was 14-1, so this is such a refreshing change.
Yeah, I mean, normally we don't see this amount of goals. So evenly matched, I guess.
Yeah, and
then-
that makes it a little bit more exciting, at least from where I'm sitting. Ooh, Skepard now setting something up. Swirly trying to attack, but did not quite get the touch. Classico, unfortunately, missed. And
Could be the first overtime game we're gonna see.
oh yeah, definitely. I think with 1 minute remaining, somebody needs to break this deadlock right now. Ooh, ball dangerously deep inside the side, and now Yalan has his hands on it. Classico.
Yeah, Yalan's looking really trigger fingery here, just waiting to shoot. And he did.
Look at that. Look at that. Yalan has broken the tie, and now CAPALOT are in trouble with less than a minute on the clock. What are they gonna do? Sorry, Dung is in trouble, my bad. We just saw the CAPALOT name and said that out loud. But anyway, we have kickoff. 40 seconds remaining. Nyclo now clearing the ball. Skepard stopping it dead in its tracks. It's Kane trying to create an opportunity for his team to score again. I think 30 seconds remaining. Duck now mounting their offense. Skepard. Oh, nicely defended by CAPALOT. And another attempt, another defense. Wow. Less than 15 seconds remain. Kane now trying to clear the ball. Ooh, Classico going for the ball. Less than 10 seconds. Intense. Oh my goodness. That was such a close opportunity there for Kane. My God. Oh my God. With 1 second on the clock, we have the equalizer. What? This is amazing. I think Aksam mentioned wanting to see this happen. This exact thing happen. So Aksam, wherever you are, I hope you're happy, because we're just having the time of our lives right now. 1 second on the clock, we have kickoff. If they score now, I wouldn't even know what to say. Okay, here we go. Overtime for the first time since this tournament began. I am here for it. Whoever scores the next goal wins. One mistake is the difference between the winner and the loser. We love this.
This is probably the match with the highest stakes I've ever seen.
I know, right? Like, these guys are just unrelenting, and the fact that the how to say it? Oh! And on the 18th second, a mistake by Doug's defense resulted in CAPALOT scoring and winning. Nicely done. I'm gonna make a note here, overtime. I'll put a little heart next to it because I was happy to see it happen. Jokes aside, Zube, what do you think? Isn't this what we wanted to see?
Yeah, I mean, that was really intense. CAPALOT had really, like, they played really safe with not overcommitting to the ball, and most of the rotations were, like, really clean. But on that side, I felt like they were a bit too slow on the defensive rotation. And it's really interesting. The reason why they got to overtime was because Kane, when he made a shot for the goal and he missed, he kept, like, taking the ball for and making it like a clear/setup for them, which they kind of capitalized on instantly and then got it in, and that's how we went to overtime. So yeah, they kind of overcommitted there. But then again, Yalan, he made up for it. He made a shot, made a setup. Like, even though that went for a double commit in the defense, Yalan made it happen.
But
So,
it looks like
really
Yalan
interesting.
seems to have scored 3 goals, the 3 goals that they got this time around as well, which I think is kind of interesting. Maybe he is like one of the better offensive players, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's naturally Kane's the third man, but Yalan's either the first or the second, doing most of the shooting or the setups. But so far, he's the top scorer for the team. I'm sure you've noticed in the past matches.
Absolutely. He seems to be like a very important part of their offense, which kind of makes me wonder what's going to happen if they decide, they, by which I mean their opponents, decide to shut them down.
Well, then
That
I
one
guess
specifically. I wonder
mean,
how much it would impact Capalot's viability as a team.
I wouldn't sleep on Kane. I mean, he's probably got a really good offense, but I guess he's more comfortable on the defense.
Okay.
But then again, we can see.
Ooh. Ball once again near the dot side of the pitch. Swirly rushing to the defense. Nyclo waiting, trying to score. Oh, Classico steals it out of his grasp and clears it as well. Swirly was waiting for the ball, but it's been cleared once again, heading dangerously close to the dot side of the pitch. Sorry, Yuba, you were saying?
Well, I was mentioning Kane's strengths, and one of them
yes.
is dribbling. And
Yes, we did see a little bit of that, right?
yeah,
earlier
most-
on in the match.
yeah, most of the time when he's got the ball, he's dribbling with style and kind of messing with the opponent.
Barely clearing, like it's just going really rough right now. Both sides are just on each other's throats. Oh, Skepper scores the first goal for that 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that
In
way.
a bounce track.
Yeah, I mean that started control in the midfield, which kind of oppressed the other team. So CAPALOT needs to stop that influence in the midfield and try to get it on the other side.
Skepper clears. I agreed with you there, Yube. This time around, CAPALOT, I noticed, went really aggressively towards the kickoff because they felt like they didn't have any time to waste to catch up because they don't want to lose, right? Nyclo now trying to set something up, but Skepper defends. Another great opportunity. Skepper sends it away to Swirly, who keeps sending it deeper into the... Ooh, nice demolition. Nyclo now with the ball, deeper into the CAPALOT side just now, but anyway, that moment's passed. The ball now once again high up in the air somewhere around the midfield. CAPALOT trying to clear it, they do succeed, but Swirly now sending it, or trying to send it back, Classico, who sends it back near the goal, and it's been cleared once again. It's just going back and forth right now. I feel like Doc could actually stand to play defensively at this moment and just hold on to this lead if it's so hard to to get a lead, right? Maybe
But,
it's not time to be aggressive.
Yeah, but so far it's been working out for them. They kind of kept CAPALOT at bay by controlling the midfield and getting most of the boost.
Ooh, Kane with the equalizer. I think you might have heard us thinking that Yalan was the goal scorer. Nope, looks like Kane's got some in him too. Nicely done. What do you think of that goal? Do you think that it was a mistake or it was just CAPALOT's superior play?
I'd say Kane found a nice opportunity to shoot, but that also kind of messed up with the rotation. Like, I guess there was a communication error.
Players, right? Ooh, Swirly now setting something up for his teammate. Classico makes an attack. Skepert now in the air. The ball just slowly drifting. Come on. It gives me a lot of anxiety when this ball just slowly floats in front of the goal. It's just
Yeah, it's like
tempting
anything
something.
could happen.
Yeah, it's like tempting fate. Who's gonna get to it first? Who's gonna do it?
Most of the time it's scary because when the ball slows down, it's normally an own goal. Because the team they rush to get the ball and then they can't stop.
Oh my god, these furious exchanges in one corner of the CAPALOT side of the pitch. They're just not letting it get out of there. Swirly now setting something up for CAPALOT. For Da. Ooh, they clear and Skeppert's there on the defense. Classico sending the ball back to Swirly and Kane challenges him. Ooh, bad idea. Skepert now trying to clear the ball. Classico in the air. Oh, there's Kane. Swirly now, attempting to set something up for his team. I don't know how effective it's going to be. You can see Classico rushing to the back to just be there for defense just in case. And now he's going forward, sending the ball towards the backboard, but could this be an opportunity? Oh! And it is that scores. And the worst part is I think that was actually CAPALOT's mistake there. Oh. Did you see that, Yube?
Yeah, I guess Yalan really wasn't ready for that one. He was just not reacting and just waiting for the ball, I guess.
I thought it has he tried to clear it, but it kind of hit the ceiling and just bounced back down.
Yeah.
Which is
I guess
unexpected.
he wasn't
Misjudged his height.
expecting that run. Maybe, yeah.
Unfortunate, but that's how goals are considered in a match of this caliber. And now, I'm on CAPALOT's side. Come on, guys, you can equalize. You have 1 minute 15 seconds and counting. I want to see that equal overtime kind of stuff going on. If all 3 of the matches go into overtime, how amazing would that be? Ooh, another attack on the CAPALOT side of the pitch. Skepard. That seems to be very much mounting the offense and creating all these great opportunities. Swirly. Feels like they're just all there, even though I'm sure somebody's defending. Kane. Stolen away by Classico, and it's cleared. Classico now going for the ball, and there's an attempt on the goal. Skepard defends, another attempt, and Kane scores the equalizer. 38 seconds. Come on, overtime number 2. Let's go.
Is this Kane's redemption arc here?
Pretty much. Look at that. It just hit the corner and rolled in, which I think is just classy. All right, so one more kickoff. Do you think that they're gonna?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that they're gonna go into overtime again, or do you think that it's gonna be another one of those last-minute goal scenarios?
Well, so far, DHAH has really oppressed CAPALOT from doing anything. Most of the time, they're just cornered, and every time CAPALOT gets a goal, it's because of Kane. His accuracy is really on point.
Oh, my God! I'm sorry to interrupt you with all of my screeching, but Skepard just scored. That was 17 seconds on the clock, and what a goal it was. That was definitely, that they scored. That was definitely a CAPALOT's mistake there, I think. What do you think about that one, Yube? 16 seconds.
Well, that was a really good goal, but I don't know what CAPALOT's defense was doing. They were both on the backboard.
Oh my God! 7 seconds on the clock, and CAPALOT have the equalizer, and now it's 3-3, y'all. What am I supposed to make of this? This is amazing. Before we could even analyze the last goal, we have the next goal. This is great. 7 seconds on the clock. This could go either way, and that's amazing, isn't it? Okay, ball.
We're going to overtime again?
Hell yeah, we are. I love it. Okay, let's go. Overtime. We do it twice. I wonder who's gonna take it this time. I hope that it's that just so that we see the equal score on the board, you know? And it is! Oh man, I'm getting everything I want tonight. This is so great. 7 seconds into overtime, Skepard with the goal. What a close angle there as well. I think Kane was almost at the goal there. So you bet. Now we're at the end of match number 2. 1 win each for each team. What do you think?
Well, I mean, that took this one fair and square. On CAPALOT side, they made a lot of mistakes, such as they were bumping into their own teammates mostly, and most of the goals were conceded because I guess issues from CAPALOT side, they don't know which one's gonna go for the ball, and most of the time they just wait there, confused. And the last one from that side when they shot, it looked like a standard defense, that just made a shot in the dark, but CAPALOT could not respond as fast as they should have. So, I mean, if you make a mistake
Kane
at
was
this level,
basically a split second away from getting the ball, right? Whew, that was intense. This is the kind of match that I've been wanting to see since Dhiraagu Supersonic by Glitch Gaming began 9 days ago. And now we're seeing it, a Group A match, DHAH versus CAPALOT. I think it's fair to say that so far the most exciting matches that we've seen have been Group A matches, right? So maybe it's Group A that's the group of death, and we need an A word, which is a synonym of death. I'll ask Aksam about it later, see if he can come up with something. But anyway,
group of Avengers.
I'm thinking it should be more deathy, but we'll keep workshopping it in the background. If anybody can think of something, please drop it in the chat alongside your GG for a chance to win all those great prizes that we talked about before. But that being said, 5 minutes on the clock, let's go. All right, ball now on the CAPALOT side once again, immediately after kickoff. What? Swirly scores their first goal just under, I think, that was 8 seconds. Yeah, 8 seconds into the game. What's going on with CAPALOT? This doesn't seem like the team that we are familiar with.
Yeah, I guess the pressure's kind of getting into them because this is a really important match for either teams because if they win this one, they would have more wins in this series, and trying their hardest not to make it like, for them to get the most points from the series.
Yeah, for sure. I can see what you mean by that. They're definitely putting up like a hell of a defense. Ooh, what a close opportunity there for CAPALOT as well. Classico. Another attack. If there was one more man, unfortunately, no. Alright, so the ball now heads back to the CAPALOT side of the pitch. And Nyclo slowly circling around trying to get it out of the way, but I don't think he managed to quite do that. They're still having trouble clearing, and Yalan patiently waiting there. That was interesting. Kane just took the boost. Nyclo now in front of the goal. CAPALOT still has the ball very much inside. Oh, look at that. We have the equalizer from Nyclo. I couldn't even follow that one. Let's see, Kane had the ball very much inside that side of the pitch, and he bounced it off the wall to set it up for Nyclo, who was just right there. And yeah, I think that goal celebration of the target is just right, because that was a hella accurate shot. Like pinpoint, even though it was point blank. In any case, we have kickoff once again with an even scoreboard. This time,
the goal looks really empty.
Oh my god, that was such a near miss. You're right, the goal was totally empty, and by the time the defenders had gotten there, an attack had already made it. So if it were more accurate, I think that could have been a goal,
CAPALOT is improving their rotations again. So far, they were kind of bunched up and a little bit disoriented. I feel like they're getting more stable now. They're getting back into the game.
Now that, maybe it's kind of like when the worst situation comes to pass, like when the other team scores, you kind of... Oh, what a great opportunity for Swirly just now, but I don't think he took it. Anyway, as I was saying, when the other team scores first...
Oh, Yalan.
Oh, and Yalan scores. Well done, Yalan. CAPALOT have taken the lead. As I was saying, when the other team scores, perhaps it kind of lights a fire under them to perform better, and when they're able to equalize, they're able to keep that momentum going, which is kind of what we're seeing right now. That needs to kind of bring it back the other way now and kind of square things off. And we have kickoff. Classico sending the ball high up into the air for Skeppert. Deep inside the CAPALOT side of the pitch. Ooh, near miss for Swirly. That could have been a goal. Classico now setting something up for his team. And, near miss again.
That was a really nice setup from Classico.
Swirly nicely setting it up. And look at that. I think that was an own goal, right? Set up by Swirly. Let's take a look at that.
He made a shot for the goal and he went with the ball. No, wait. Huh?
I think it struck Yalan actually. Swirly just managed to set it up. But hey, equalizer. And we might be seeing overtime just yet. So I'm excited. Alright. So whoever wins this one gets a huge advantage over the other one, right? Because then they only need one more win. But seeing how evenly matched these two teams are. Ooh! What a lovely defense that was. The player just went flying into the goal, but still managed to keep the ball out. Talk about sacrificing yourself. Oh, and again, the ball is in the danger zone of CAPALOT, but they managed to clear it finally. But Skeppert's there to send it right back. Kane now deflecting the ball towards the goal, though, so maybe that's not such a good idea. Swirly goes for it, but he couldn't get the contact he wanted. Ball still very much in the midfield now, slowly encroaching onto that side of the pitch. Classico passes it to Yalan of all people. Oh! What a great attack! But it just managed to hit the backboard there. If only it were a couple of inches lower, I guess. And now the ball's on that side of the pitch with Nyclo coming in, creating a great setup there. Swirly.
They're really trying to get in a goal so it doesn't go for overtime, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, even if you are an expert team in overtime, just one mistake could result in a loss, right? And nobody wants to kind of take that pressure on, especially considering how intense this game is going so far. Oh, Yalan and Skeppert both going for the ball, and the ball just stops dead in the middle of the pitch. It's kind of cool. Just means that neither of them are willing to give it up. And look at that, Kane scored 1 minute 14 seconds on the clock, and you know what? I'm gonna say that this is the push that might need to score again, because usually they tend to do better when they are in this situation, don't they? Because last time as well they kind of came back from it, got a lot of momentum. Anyway, 1 minute 14 seconds on the clock, and we have the kickoff. Ooh, that sending it into Capalot's side. Capalot returning it. Nightglow trying to get a touch there, but he didn't have a lot of control. Swirly now trying to clear it with Skepper's help. Classico sending it towards the goal and defended. Swirly, 1 minute remains. Skepper sends the ball towards the goal, but doesn't have the accuracy he wanted. Ball's been cleared. Now back on that side of the pitch. They're trying to clear it once again. Kane waiting for it patiently. 45 seconds and counting. It feels like an eternity, just 1 minute, you know, considering how close things are. And
anything would cost a goal at this point.
Yeah, right? 31 seconds and counting, 30 seconds remaining. And the ball's just going this way and that way. This is the true definition of a back and forth, right? I guess Dung is under a little bit more pressure than Capalot right now. All Capalot needs to do is just waste time and kind of delay them, but... Oh! Great attack, great bit of defending. Less than 10 seconds on the clock. Oh my goodness, less than 5 seconds on the clock. Ball now heading towards that side of the pitch, which is absolutely not where they want it to be. And Capalot takes the third match. So now Capalot have 2 wins and that have 1. And I'm gonna talk to you about this, Yube. What do you think happened to that just now? Because it didn't seem like the same team that won 1 back from Capalot.
Well,
it feels like they've kind of faltered a little.
Well, at first, DHAH is really great when it comes to kickoffs, the tactics they use, and they're really strong with it. And they win most of the challenges. But Kane on Capalot's side really saved his team alone most of the time. And I'm not saying he's the only one who was helping, but he made a huge difference in the last match. Really accurate shots and a lot of great setups. But that on the other hand, they have a really, really strong offense, but their defense needs a bit of work. But their adaptability to the game, really, it's really good.
So I'm hoping, okay, just like because these two teams are so evenly matched, that this next game is gonna go for that, so that we would have 2-2, and once again we would go to that really tense situation, that tiebreaker, right? Because that is really exciting, and I think we've only seen that once so far in this entire tournament when EVG took on 13. So we need to see that level of play, that type of intense situation back, because it's really exciting to watch. In the meantime, they're just getting the match ready for everyone. Just to remind everybody, this is day 9 of Dhiraagu Supersonic, and this is a Group A match between Duck and Capalot. The score currently stands with Capalot, who wins that 1. So this is a very, very important match. The most important game of this match, I would say, because if Capalot win here, they take it. But if Duck win, not only do they stop Capalot from winning, but they also put themselves in the exact same position as Capalot with an equal chance of winning, which is just awesome, right? So anyway, Kane now defending, trying to clear the ball out of the Capalot side of the pitch. Swirly sends it back. Can they capitalize on this? Classico sending it towards the goal. Ooh, nice attempt there, but good defending by Nightglow, who still takes the ball.
Yeah, Capalot started this game off strong. They are really trying to get the pace of the game, trying to control the midfield, but that responding very well to their tactics.
This is what we love to see. Swirly now once again trying to set something up for his teammates, but I think it just got cleared away. Yalan making an attack on the goal. It was stopped by the defender on that side. Swirly and Skeppert and Swirly double committed on the defense there, unfortunate, but luckily not much happened from that. Ball now heading towards the Capalot side of the pitch. Them mounting their attack again. Swirly heading to the ball, just gets that touch in. Unfortunately knocks it far to the one side. Classico going for the ball, missed it. Capalot manages to clear, but the advance is stopped, but then Kane starts it up again. The defenders now manage to clear it. It's just going back and forth, and the score stands at 0-0. And Capalot scores 3 minutes 26 seconds in after that intense back and forth. Capalot have nailed their first goal in.
I mean, this just goes to show how Kane's good with his offense. Like, long shots, they're so accurate.
I think that, that honestly didn't expect it to even make it to the goal in that sense, right? So they kind of gave a goal for the defense.
The ball kind of went in front of him and he did like a turnaround, just like he flipped up and flipped down, which made it go like kind of pinched on the ground and just went to the goal.
Which is it seems like it would take a great amount of skill to do. Nyclo now once again mounting an attack, and look at that, Nyclo scores. What is going on? You guys are so close to the victory. Don't let this chance get away. CAPALOT now have a 2-goal lead against Da with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, CAPALOT really like controlling the momentum right now from the other like goals, and that can't really afford to make any mistakes right now.
Oh, I was just informed from the technical team that they need to take care of something behind the scenes, so they're bringing us back to here so we can talk a little bit about the game once again, Yuben. So with this time that we've got, that was his CAPALOT. We've seen overtime twice, right? And we've seen CAPALOT win 2 and that win 1. So what do you think Dunn needs to focus on right now to equalize and perhaps even go beyond?
Currently, CAPALOT has a really dangerous member, Kane. Like, most of the time, he's the one carrying the team. Like, so Dunn needs to, stop him, try to shut him down, boost up the team. Since CAPALOT's main focus right now is for Kane to make goals and for the other two to like give them setup, so like possibly defend as much as possible. So you take that away from them, then what do they have? So Dunn needs to target their strongest point right now, which is Kane.
Right. So going after Kane and making sure that he can't make those great defenses or mount those great attacks would be the way to go, right? Whether it's by demolition or just bumping into him or whatever, they just need to make sure that he can't get freedom of movement and on the pitch, right?
Yeah. Kane so far has been proven to be a really interesting player, really strong as a third man, really strong as a first man, mostly on the setups and the goals.
A highly versatile player who fits in anywhere on the pitch. I think that is basically the ideal scenario when it comes to most players, right? We would all want to be people who can adapt easily.
I mean, yeah, that would be a good skill to have, but people tend to be naturally good at either being an offense player or a defensive player. But Kane is proving us that anybody could be both.
Indeed, and he seems to be equally competent at wherever he is on the pitch, So it's always very nice to see. I thought that Yalan was the player to look out for on the CAPALOT side of the pitch, but boy, were we wrong. And Kane is also quite exceptional in his gameplay so far. So I'm saying that CAPALOT, I think, is a pretty good team. They're really bringing the standard of play that we expect from them.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think the skill level between both of them would be this close, but CAPALOT has a slight advantage because their rotations are pretty good once it gets stable. I mean, around the third match, I think, or the second, CAPALOT made a lot of mistakes in the defensive rotations, and that conceded a lot of goals from their side. But right now, Duck not controlling the pace of the match, kind of getting, hammered by the pressure. So they need to take a step back, try to change their tactics, and shut down one of the players from CAPALOT's side. Because we already know who's causing the trouble, so you take that down, and then you would have a bigger advantage.
I can see what you mean by that, and I really do hope that is able to take this sort of thinking into consideration when they start playing again. Just to remind everybody, this is the first match of day 9 of Dhiraagu Supersonic by Glitch Gaming. What you're seeing now is the group stage. This is a match between two teams from Group A, which so far is proving to be the most intense and exciting group to watch, right? And after this match, we'll be seeing PROFATS Elite take on VANDAL, which is a Group B match. And after that is PROFATS NONPAREIL versus Vector, a Group C match. PROFATS Elite and VANDAL, both of these teams have lost more than they've won so far, but it's still going to be an interesting match to see which one of them has the better skill or rotations among them. PROFATS NONPAREIL so far has made their debut last night, and what a debut it was. They did a perfect sweep of what was considered to be one of the top teams of that group. They almost had a clean sweep. Just in case anybody wonders what these terms mean, a perfect sweep is when they win 3 in a row, right? And a clean sweep is when they win 3 in a row with it's a perfect sweep without conceding any other how to say without conceding any games. But a clean sweep is when you do the same without like any scored against you, right? And ProFats and NONPAREIL almost had that last night, but they still managed to nail that perfect sweep. They seem to be an extremely talented team, so the last match should be quite exciting as well. But anyway, we're still waiting on our end for the game to be set up, but as soon as it is, we're ready to jump in. Just to remind everybody, it's DHAH versus CAPALOT, and the current score is DHAH has won once and CAPALOT has won twice, 2 games. Right? So if CAPALOT wins this one, they win the entire match, and if DHAH wins this one, not only do they equalize, they also come close to the or they also gain the chance to win the entire match. So this next game is gonna be like a very vital one for both teams.
Yeah, I can see both teams throwing the like everything that they have at it, because neither team can afford a loss here, because it's really important. And I feel like whoever takes a win here, or like if that takes a win here, that win the other one. But if CAPALOT wins, that just seals the deal for them. So far, CAPALOT still has the advantage, so I'm just gonna wait and see that try something else and blowing this game out of the water.
From what I know about DHAH as a team, they seem to have veteran players, but they are a little bit not used to playing with each other, right? Which is one of the reasons why they're considered a new team. On the other hand, CAPALOT, is it a similar situation, or have they been playing together for a long time? Like, do you know anything about this sort of thing?
No, can you repeat that?
Yeah, as I was saying, DHAH, right? They are veteran players, new team, right? Because they haven't played with each other and practiced for a very long time. Is CAPALOT the same situation, or have they actually managed to get some practice in?
Well, I feel like CAPALOT, they're a little bit. I feel like they've got a lot of practice in since the last time they played. They have definitely improved. Well, they've shown a consistent amount of performance every time, and this could be the game that puts them, higher than CAPALOT.
On the other hand, because DHAH is so consistent, unless they grow, maybe they won't succeed this time around, right?
Maybe.
Oh, well, in any case, we're still waiting on the match to start. As soon as the technical team says that they're ready, we're gonna jump right in. Alright, so I've been hearing about why exactly bit of a technical issue here. So apparently we'll be resuming this this fourth game of this match at the 3 minutes 25 seconds mark, right? And we're also going to have CAPALOT have 1 goal, and the reason for this is that when the second goal was scored, one of the members of DHAH was actually disconnected. So because of this issue, just to make things fair, we're just kind of setting things up to be exactly the way that it was at that point. And yeah, you look at that. Very, very slowly, the ball rolls in. There you go, replay. 3 minutes, 25 seconds on the clock. Let's get some hype going. Let's begin. Alright, Zhang immediately takes control of the ball, sending it deep into the CAPALOT side of the pitch. They're just not taking it easy, but hey, CAPALOT has immediately responded as well. Oh, Yalan scores, almost as if to say, you know what? It doesn't matter whether all your players are here. It's still gonna be 2-0, and I think that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, that kind of lost the challenge there. The third man did a really great job going to defend, but Yalan doing what he does best,
Yeah, Yalan's definitely a player to look out for. Skepret now attacking the goal, and nice defending. I think that was Kane, right? Alright, now another opportunity created for DHAH, but it's just slipped through their fingers. Swirly missed as well. Ball bouncing forward. Nice demo there by Swirly. Skepret rushing to the defense. Plastico now on the defense, and Skepret immediately goes forward. I like how that works. Plastico now sending the ball forward, probably setting something up for his teammates. but the defenders are too ever present, just getting it out of the way. Skeppert now sending the ball up into the air. Swirly sets something up, and ooh, what a near miss. 2 minutes and 32 seconds just now when that happened. Ball once again back on the CAPALOT side. Swirly now. They're just desperately trying to set something up, but I think Yalan just cleared it. Ooh, they're just pounding the side of the pitch now. It's relentless. Kane
with his superior dribbling skills trying to make something happen. Oh!
Oh my goodness, CAPALOT scores their third goal. What is happening right now? This is not looking good for the and only 2 minutes 3 seconds with such evenly matched teams. This is just terrible, you know. We thought it would be such an evenly matched game, but it turns out that CAPALOT might have the advantage. Maybe Thang has just given in to pressure right now. Yalan. The first two were just beautiful though. 2 overtimes, no one giving each other any room to breathe. It was exciting Rocket League. Right now, I'm just wondering what's going on the that side of the pitch, you know? Oh, Classico, my guy! That was too bad. He did a flip, but he couldn't really make contact with the ball. Nightclub.
I feel like now is succumbing to the pressure they're already in.
Well, the ball's once again back on the Dutch side of the pitch, and it's 1 minute 10 seconds and counting. Classico.
Kane trying to make something happen.
Ooh, nice defending there, but I think that was Skeppert. Ooh, and now they're sending the ball, trying to send it into the CAPALOT side of the pitch, and look at that! Thus scored with less than a minute on the clock. Swirly, well done, my guy. Keep it up. A nice setup by Classico, and Swirly just knocked it in, and we have 50 seconds on the clock. Can thus score twice? Statistically, probably not. But hey, wouldn't it be exciting if they did, right?
Yeah,
and oh! What the heck was that? Immediately after the kickoff. What?
Oh.
No way! No way! 43 seconds on the clock, and Dung has scored their second goal. My goodness! Did they just take like a, like a can of spinach or something? They've just been completely invigorated. Whew, okay, 43 seconds. Can they score one more goal? Yube, I gotta hear your thoughts on this. What's gonna happen now?
I mean, that looks like they don't really want to give up, and they're throwing everything they have at the goal.
As they should. Please, throw it all. We love to see it.
I feel like CAPALOT, since it's the last minute, I guess they're too nervous, and they're kind of messing up with the rotation. But Nyquil really stepped up his game, like this match. He kind of walked up and was like, yo, Kane and Yalan should not be the only one getting the spotlight. He's there as well.
Of course, and we have less than 10 seconds on the clock, and Zan needs to score this goal desperately. Oh! Oh, such a close attempt. Oh my goodness, could this be it? Oh! And there we have it. CAPALOT takes it, and that has lost. Yube, what are your thoughts?
Well, that was a really interesting match. You would think that after their performance would get this word as well, but on CAPALOT's side, one of the players, Nyquil, kind of passive from the first 3 matches, and then in this one, he was like, you know what, we're going to take this team to the knockout stage, woke up, really stepped up his game and carried that team.
Whew. I am exhilarated. A little disappointed because, I wanted to see a super even match, but it was exhilarating nonetheless. CAPALOT really brought something special here. But hey, since we started a little bit late, we'll be going to the next match somewhat soon, but before that, an ad break.
Pizzata buona, buona pizza buona. Visnata non c'è hene pizza cagna pizza buona. Pizzata buona, buona pizza buona. Visnata Nuje hene pizza kanya pizza bona Rahamire ham gamu dudalla iraloi bebe hitu go fadda Banta taza kam go kurala delivery nikan avas bulala Ine sume sume nueng haten nueng Ei male tine fe nueng haten nueng Ulu male pizza ta bona pizza bona
Guys, what a wow, yaar. What kind of a match was that?
I'm hoping that that's the kind of matches that we'll be seeing going forward, because if that's what we're gonna get towards the end of the tournament, I'm happy to be here.
I mean, that was exciting. I was hoping. Okay, there's two things I want to mention. I was hoping that there would be like a back and forth all the way to 5 games. But the second thing I was hoping for happened twice, man. OT! That was so good. It was so close. Holy shit.
I know, like who would have thought? Even in the last one there, it was almost a score for that. That could have been something. Like I would have loved to see it.
It was
Oh
so
well,
close,
you put
man.
up a really good fight, I want to say. Like you guys did pretty well, but please try not to crack under pressure, because other teams are not gonna give you like chance to recover, right?
CAPALOT showed so much of that same finesse that you saw on 13's gameplays. Obviously, because them having, I think they might be having the same manager as well. I'm not sure.
Right.
But this is just a nod at the manager as well. But that was an exciting match, guys. Yube, what are your thoughts on this? Like,
Well, honestly, that kind of surprised me because they were competing at the same level as CAPALOT. Like, they had an answer for most of what they did. But around the third game, CAPALOT started adapting to their tactics. By the fourth game, they already found ways to break down their defense, which they already had a weak defense, so they kind of exploited that. And Nyclo really stepped up his game. That's what I feel like is the biggest, I'd say that changed everything. So this really goes to show how important team play is, and that's why it's a 3-player game. I meant 3 players on a team. So if one's doing bad, you can already see how much the other team will capitalize on it. And then when he stepped up his game, you saw the difference it made. So yeah.
It was breathtaking to watch, and I am so glad that the scores were so similar. Like, you could see how close they were in their whole how can I say, skill levels, the game plays, all of the the technical things that they were applying as well, and such tight angles on some of those goals, man.
Right.
Impressive.
And I would like to highlight one more thing before we move on to anything else. Me, Aksam, and Yube, we were all talking about this just now. Last night, I think, or maybe the night before, where we said that even if there were less goals scored, as long as there was a more even back and forth and the goals were more notable, we would, as spectators, have a better time viewing it. And this kind of match is exactly what we're talking about, you know? Because from our side, it was a real nail biter from start to finish, because it could have genuinely gone either way. And that thrill, it doesn't take many goals to bring that. It just takes great goals and great playing, you know? And I think that's something that is worth noting as well. We didn't see goals go higher than 5, right? I think 4 was the top, right? 3 was the average.
The amount of goals doesn't really matter, but the amount of skill displayed by both teams was really impressive, and it kind of makes up for the fact we didn't see that many goals. But either team getting that many goals means one team's doing something wrong.
Agreed. The whole point is that logic states that because goals are exciting, that we would want to see more of them, but much rather see back and forth. because that's more exciting because you really get to see excellent play, you know? There's no real substitute for it. But anyway, that being said, here we have the results of our first match for the night. CAPALOT win 3 of them, and that one just once. Well done. You put up a really good fight, but please learn from this one, and we expect to see you back and in tip-top form soon. Next one is PROFATS Elite versus Vandal. Are we directly going into the match, Aksam?
I think we'll be taking a few minutes just to discuss what happened in the last match and what we're expecting in the next one. But first of all, there's a point I'd like to bounce off of you guys. You mentioned a few times that these two teams have gone up against Juice, right?
Yes, the boogeyman.
Yes. So we've seen this level of skill on those matches as well. We've seen Yogurt and his ace combat veteranism coming in and just like
Ace Ventura shit, right?
Ventura wasn't what I was going for. That's funnier though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, whatever he was still an ace, and it was exciting to see those matches, how those matches turned out. But we're seeing the same two teams who we saw got just wiped clean. You know, I say wiped clean, but Juice didn't have as much trouble as these two had against each other. What is going to happen in the knockout stages when Juice goes up against all those other teams who we think have really high level of skill, right? Because another point was how we saw Duck play against Clockwise with all those really high scores and everything. So that also surprised us. You know, we were like, okay, that's a level of gameplay, that's a level of skill, and how can I say, playmaking that we didn't see when they were playing against Juice. So are we seeing, like, I don't know what to expect when they meet Juice again in the knockouts. Like, are they? Which one of these teams are gonna go forward? I don't know, man. Like, too much to think about.
Looking at what we've seen, and based on what Yube said as well, I'm gonna agree with the thing that it looks like CAPALOT has a slight skill advantage, right? But that's not to say that Dung is a bad team. It is a good team, a great team, in fact. So I expect more from them. What about you, Yube?
Well, that did really well, and the thing about goals from the last match, Clockwise against Clockwise, they had a, what should I say, a tactic that worked against Clockwise. That's why they're able to get a lot of goals in. I mean, it all comes down to the setup and the offense, but it changes when two teams are at the same level. That means one team can read what the other's gonna do. So you need to change up the tactics or try something else, or always have a surprise with every offense or with every defense. Don't let the team make a setup and get comfortable.
It's such a fast-paced game, man. I don't know how they're gonna be able to constantly, how can I say, watch the other team and their strategies, compute that into their work, because it sounds a lot like it's all off the cuff, you know? So we've got the next match coming up, which is PROFATS Elite and Vandal. We've seen PROFATS NONPAREIL last night, and we were so impressed. So I personally expected at least a similar level of skill or a similar play style between the two PROFATS teams, right? Because given how they've got the same name, obviously they might be related. So they might even have the same manager. Who knows, right? I mean, these guys, I've heard behind the scenes that everybody's been practicing night after night, watching these matches as well. And we've seen how even CAPALOT is a secondary team to 13. You could obviously see that because everybody's name's got the prefix 13 on it, XIII. So that's such a dead giveaway. So many people in this league who play with each other and who have bounced off their skills and learned from each other, and now they're playing against each other in this tourney. Another game that we're playing tonight for all the viewers is type GG in the chat, and you stand a chance to win a free pizza from Pizza Bona or a free Mustalo case.
Yes, the assorted Mustalo case.
Yeah, an assorted Mustalo case from Mando Must. Wherever you are in the world while watching, I'm saying this to all my international friends who are watching this as well. Go for it, spam GG, and if you manage to win it, maybe we might not be able to figure out a way to DHL that pizza fresh, But maybe the Masnalo case could go to you. Who knows? Who knows? You can always figure that out, right?
Hey, before we jump into this next match, while I have both of you here, I just went through some of our past matches, right? And here's something interesting. One thing that both of these teams have in common is that they've both lost 2 matches, both with perfect sweeps. So that's something to note as we go into PROFATS Elite versus VANDAL.
So this could be a really interesting match where we would actually not see a perfect sweep because their levels are a bit low, but at the same time they're evenly matched with each other. So
Would love to see that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of would create a space here for mid-tier levels of play as well, right? To see that happen, to see what happens when mid-tier teams kind of clash against each other. Not to say that they are mid-tier teams, it's just that like so far we've seen them match up against higher tier teams and make them look like it by comparison, I suppose. Either way, I would love to see PROFATS Elite channel a little bit of that non-pareil tactics and energy tonight, you know? Bring us that aggressive, like, unrelenting offense. Show us what you get from practicing together, right?
Yeah, every player just hitting the ball, just going to the goal. Everybody just like, hey, this is mine, I'm just gonna shoot. Everybody going for that.
Yube, the magic that was happening with NONPAREIL, I don't think you get it.
Okay,
I was
but
watching
what's
it
the
a lot
magic?
closely with you, okay? In short, just 1 or 2 sentences, hopefully. They had amazing coordination, number 1. They had constantly changing plays as they went on, which included some of them going in for demos as soon as the goals were set up, another doing another thing, and stuff like that. So it wasn't just relentless offensive. There were a lot of things happening. Okay.
I would say that's a relentless offense. Like one person is shooting and the other one's going for the demo, and then the other one's doing something else.
It goes against the idea that everybody had the ball and they were like, okay, my turn. No, it was very, very computational. I don't know.
No, I guess I phrased it wrong. No, I feel like I phrased it wrong. As I'm trying to say is every player knew what they were doing, and if someone's going for the ball, the other player like had confidence in his teammate to know where to be, and the other one to be like where he
And they just didn't let the other team breathe at all, did they? Like the fact that they could take one of the top teams of the group and just make them go into such a desperate corner is just incredible to me. I'm finding it like I mean I saw it happen right in front of my eyes, still thinking, oh my god, did that really happen last night? Because it just was so out of nowhere. What a way to make a debut. These guys had their first match go down by forfeit. They won, right? But for them to actually make their debut and make such a strong debut, I mean, for a minute there last night we were genuinely curious as to whether MSK would lose in a clean sweep, and that's just, I mean, the fact that we were even considering it seemed very likely in that moment, you know. That just shows how to say how powerful of a force NONPAREIL is.
Okay, guys. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you short because the teams are ready and they're getting really impatient. My technical team is poking me on the knee as well, like to start the match.
All right.
I'm gonna switch over right now. I didn't say anything about the last match and it became so exciting. I'm not gonna say anything about this match either. You both have fun. I will be watching it live from here. Everybody who's watching, type GG or whatever.
All right, thanks a lot, Aksam. So Yube, we'll be jumping in PROFATS Elite versus VANDAL. This is a Group B match, the second match of the night, day 9 of Dhiraagu Supersonic, right? And as soon as the technical team and the teams are ready, we are ready to jump in. I'm hoping for a really exciting match. I'm hoping for an even match, and if I'm not getting either of those things, I'm hoping for a match with ridiculous goals that make us laugh.
I feel like PROFATS is gonna, kind of do something that's gonna make us laugh, as in a perfect sweep, maybe.
Man, I would love to see it. All right, 5 minutes on the clock, and here we go. Kickoff, and VANDAL immediately sends the ball into the PROFATS side. It's Min. Kids game on the defense, but unfortunately ends up sending the ball deeper into the VANDAL side of the pitch. King alikes now. Another attack. Oh, it's our friend Unicorns. Oh no, sorry, it's Usopp, right? Unicorns is clockwise. My bad. I saw the U in the distance and I was like, yeah, that's gotta be unicorns. But no, it's Usopp, and we love Usopp around here, don't we? Anyway, ball now going towards the Vandal side of the goal, and Kinga Likes scores first goal for ProFats Elite. What do you think of this one? It didn't seem like a very how to say, well constructed goal, in the sense that it just seemed like the defender didn't make it in time, and it was just a test to see whether it would go in. What do you think, Yuba?
Well, it was a shot in the dark with Prophets. I mean, Vandal's defender, like a third man, kind of sleeping. He was a.
That's the phrase I was looking for. Shot in the dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, the ball now coming back to the ProFats Elite side with Anxiety. Love this name the most. Seriously. Anyway, oh, nice defending there. Although I wonder if it's a double comment. King Likes. The ball stolen away by Anxiety. Oh, Mint scores. It's the equalizer. 3 minutes 54 seconds in. It looks like it bounced off both defenders and created an opportunity for Mint to just go in and knock it in. Nicely done.
Yeah, Prophets kind of bunched up in the defense near the goal.
Alright, and with kickoff, we now have Vandal taking the ball deep into the Prophets Elite side of the pitch. Oh! And a near opportunity there through their mistake, but they managed to rectify it, so that's good. Another attempt at the goal being set up, perhaps, so this time Anxiety on the ball, but he's not doing a lot with it. Interesting. Now he's dribbling it towards the goal, and his teammate very gently... Oh, come on, this can't be a goal. Yeah, there you go. That's the defense I want. The ball was just meandering in. If it had gone in, I would just be sad for the ball. Anyway, Usopp were now going for the ball, but he missed that one. The ball dangerously close to the Vandal side of the pitch, but I think they're just going to clear it. There doesn't seem to be many people up at the front to take advantage of it. Anxiety now taking the ball along the midfield. I think he just got demoed. Kinga Likes, but oh, Vandal steals the ball away. Kids game now slowly drifting through the air towards it. A setup was made by, I think, Anxiety, but Kids game wasn't quite there. Another shot range towards the ProFats Elite goal. Anxiety now trying to make something happen. Okay, I'm noticing that the ball is very much on the ProFats Elite side, but it's not like they can score. Oh, Vandal.
Yeah. Vandal kind of controlling the midfield, making a lot of setups, not giving them a chance.
Oof. Mint scores, and I think it was a pretty cool goal. I think it bounced off the wall and onto himself. Take a look at that.
Yeah, he made a setup for himself.
Pretty cool, right? Yeah, that was a pretty nice goal. 2 minutes 35 seconds on the clock, and we have a kickoff. Alright, ProFats Elite, now you gotta score and equalize so that we can go into overtime and get all that exciting stuff going on. Chili sauce! Almost attacked that one, but missed. And it looks like it's another goal, this time for Anxiety of Vandal. The goal, I remember seeing, at least from this perspective, that it was rather wide open. Oh, poor Usopp and King the Likes. Whew. 2 minutes 24 seconds, 3 goals Vandal, 1 goal Pat. We have kickoff. What were you saying, Yuben?
Well, Vandal mostly going for these long shot goals and somehow making it work is really interesting.
It kind of says something about the ProFats Elite way of defending, right? Maybe that they're just not prepared for like really long distance. Oh, Kids Game scored this goal this time. I actually really like this goal. Take a look at this. They try to clear it, it bounces off the wall, and Kids Game just...
Well, as you would have noticed, most of Prophets, like just now, the 3 players of their team was bunched up at that side. So if they made a bad shot, Vandal would have capitalized and made it a goal anyways, so...
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm noticing that they tend to be bunching up a bit more. Maybe they're just feeling pressured? I don't quite know.
Yeah. Maybe miscommunication.
Okay, the ball is raining. Yeah, that could definitely be it as well. The ball now finally goes towards the Vandal side. Maybe it's time for some goals. 1 minute 50 seconds in. Stranger things have happened. But can ProFats really score 3 goals in such a short period of time? One minute 35 seconds and counting, and we're still going. It seems like Vandal is still very much controlling this game. Ooh, nice attack by Vandal, but the accuracy was off. Mint just demoed one of the opponents, one of the defenders. There are 2 men currently. Oh wait, there's a third guy. It's Chili Sauce. Mint now heading towards the ball, bouncing it off the wall, setting something up. Kids game as well, setting something up for his team, and they make an attack, very narrow angle. Oh, another attack by Mint, and it's the 5th goal for Vandal. It seems like Vandal have really found their stride and might be the superior team, actually. What do you think, Juve?
Well, as I mentioned before, Vandal seems to be the team with the highest skill, but they got matched up against the Baggarts, which is why they could not show off what they're capable of. But this time, Profats with their weak defensive rotation and the miscommunication making them all bunched up. Vandal really showing what they can do.
That was great, Yube. Did you see that just now? There was a great attempt on, I think, by Anxiety. There you go. And that ended up being a setup for Mint.
Yeah, there was 2 setups, I guess. The first one being defended, and the other one, like, since it was defended, became another setup for the 3rd man to come and clean up.
Oh, look at that. What a demo. All right, Usopp now shooting for the goal. That was almost a goal. Very accurate, but unfortunately the defender was in the way. Mint trying to go for the goal. Could this be a goal for Profats Elite? Or could this be Vandal taking it back again? Kids game now, setting it up. Oh, come on! Come on! Anxiety scores, I guess, goal number 7. That was just an empty goal. They just strolled in.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like the Vandal team was ready, waiting for the setup from their side, and Profats Elite nowhere to be seen on the pitch.
Yeah, for sure. And we have the kickoff at 35 seconds now. Less than 30 seconds remain on the clock. I don't think Profats Elite are coming out of this. So I'm going to tick it off as it is Vandal's game. Unless they're able to score 6 goals in under 20 seconds, I don't see how it can work. And I don't see that happening either. Usopp
Usopp driving his regular Batmobile. Maybe that's why his shots are not that accurate.
Yeah, that could be it, you know, you never know with sports. Sometimes there's these weird superstitions going on, right? Oh! Oh my god! Usopp, you cheeky! Wow, take a look at that replay. Anxiety just kept the ball on his back head, whatever, with the 0 minute 0 second thing, and Usopp just smashed that goal in. You know what? I don't care if Profats Elite just lost. That was a stylish as hell goal. Wow.
Yeah, that was a really Usopp moment, you know.
I absolutely agree. So far, based on the performance we've been seeing from Usopp in this tournament, like, he's very well known for unorthodox goals and very gutsy plays, right? And that was the gutsiest I've seen.
Well, last game I would say Profats is missing that gutsy plays, and if they, start doing in the next match, Vandal won't have, that amount of pressure. But Profats kind of hesitating to make challenges, and most of the time it's the rotations they kind of mess up. And if they improve that and then go for more challenges and more like gutsy plays, they might come out on top. But Vandal, on the other hand, really good with the setups, really accurate. Like, accuracy is a bit low, but the offensive setups is really nice, so they have the advantage right now. But Profats could still equalize this or take a win in the next one.
I want to see Profats take a win, to be honest with you. I think that they do have the potential for it. They've shown some really interesting plays, right? So I'm hoping that Vandal will not be able to take such a strong lead and that Profats will put up more of a fight. I want to see it being a more even match. Right now, the players are just joining, and also we're just kind of seeing everything being set up. 5 minutes on the clock and we'll be jumping in. Here we go. We have kickoff. Usopp. Usopp now clears the ball, sending it deep into the Vandal side of the pitch. Can somebody take advantage of this? King likes is slowly stalking the ball. Chili Sauce sends the ball towards the goal, and it's a little bit too high, unfortunately. Ooh! Ooh! My goodness. Oh my god. Profats Elite scored the first goal of the game. Great attack there by Usopp. Very nicely defended by Anxiety, but Chili Sauce was the second man. Right place, right time for that goal. Yes, please. More of this, Profats Elite. This is what we like to see.
Profats already making an improvement in their play, and it already shows how good it is. And
oh my god, Kids game just almost rained a goal in from that distance. What the heck? Okay, now they're trying to clear the ball, and yeah, you're absolutely right. I am happy to see ProFats kind of kick it up a notch. Chili sauce now. I think he's out of boost, but he's taking the ball forward, trying to make something happen. Oh, great opportunity! Oh,
I mean, he made a setup last time and he was really relentless there.
jeez! Oh my goodness! Mint just went into the goal with the ball. What?
Really nice setup from Vandal's side and Mint just waiting there. But Profats, as I've said before, if they don't challenge Vandal, they're going to keep making setups and making those offensive plays. So they need to stop hesitating. And Usapo, I need you to do what you do best, man. Yeah, currently the match is pretty even from both sides, and Vandal currently controlling the pace, but Prophet's looking to make a clear here, controlling dribble from Usapo. Yeah, Vandal making an opportunity because Prophet's slow on the rotation, and Usapo again with his shot. We can already see Vandal capitalizing on every mistake Prophet is making. Ooh, Anxiety scores. Anxiety with a 1v2 and winning against Profats. So currently, Vandal controlling the ball, Chili Sauce on the defense, and it looks like another goal, maybe? A lot of bumps. Vandal bumping in a lot and kind of getting interfered with their shots. It's Anxiety again. Nice setup, but nobody to receive. Vandal on a strong pressure, but Prophet's having a hard time clearing, and they keep setting up, but nobody's getting to score. Good clear by Prophets. They're trying to set up. Anybody to receive, and Vandal already cleared the ball. Min. Could it be another goal by Vandal? Vandal with really great setups. That double commit. Oh, and it's a goal by Min. Yeah, Prophets really tried to defend that one, and unfortunate own goal there.
Alright, Yube, I've finally managed to resolve my internet issues and I am back. So, tell me what exactly happened just now. Look at this score right now. Vandal 3, Profats 1. What's going on?
Vandal, they were kind of like toying with Prophets, as I've seen. Prophets kind of bunched up and their comms not... I guess they were communicating as well. They're bunched up and they were bumping into each other a lot, and Vandal capitalized on every mistake they've made. So far, Vandal they kind of been doing the same thing since the last match, but Prophet, they've improved, but they still have a lot of mistakes on their hand.
I see. Well, I guess it kind of is very telling that Vandal is showing this level of skill, considering that they did lose to Vandal previously lost to Storm, right? And they also lost to the Baguette. So these are considered to be two very high-level teams. So seeing these guys actually play at this level, perhaps they actually had more skill than we realized, simply hidden by the fact that they were taking on teams that were super, super high level of skill.
Yeah, I mean, they played against with two really good teams, so they learned from them, I guess, and they practiced a lot, as you can see. Totally a different team from what we've seen before.
Oh, and Vandal wins. I guess that's 2 wins for Vandal, right?
Yeah, I mean, on Prophet's side, it's mostly Usopp doing the heavy lifting. Like, he's on the offense, he's on the defense, and he's trying to make setups, but the other two can't really go with his pace. But on Vandal's side, everybody's like equal, and then they have a stable rotation, and most of the time they have the advantage because Prophets kind of, I don't want to say their skills like doesn't hold up to them, but most of the time Usopp is just doing the heavy lifting. So
Yes, you can even take a look at the points and see that King Alikes actually did not score triple digits this particular game, which is a little sad, but hopefully we will see a lot more from him in this very crucial 3rd game, right? Because if Vandal takes it, they win. Profats have one chance to come out of this on top. And Vandal, if they take it, it's going to be a perfect sweep. So there is that. Anyway, this has been Profats Elite versus Vandal, a Group B match, the 2nd match of tonight of day 9 of Dhiraagu Supersonic. We're playing best of 5, and so far Vandal have won 2, which means they just need one more win to take the entire match. So as soon as the technical team is ready with 5 minutes on the clock, we'll just get started. We're just waiting to jump in. What do you think Profats really need to do to kind of like come back from this dire situation that they're in? Do you think that there's any hope for them?
well, it looks pretty hopeless for them. I mean, I don't want to like put them down or anything, but if Usopp is the only one trying to make things work for them, they're gonna have a really hard time. Because if he's the only one making the plays, Vandal can really easily shut them down.
Absolutely.
I mean,
when you take
the-
Usopp out of the equation, the other two, if they're not making the plays, then these guys are in a lot of trouble. Because you gotta make plays, you gotta try to score to win, right?
Yeah, Vandal made so many setups in the last one, like around 3, 5, 7, like in under 1 minute, and they got 2 goals in. So if they become more accurate, it's gonna be more and more goals.
So right now, it's not just that, like, let's say Profats Elite have a problem with their defense and their rotations, is also that Vandal's a little less accurate. So if their accuracy went up, the total score will be much higher,
mean,
right? Ooh,
as we
look
can
at
already
that.
see,
Yeah,
they're
Vandal
stepping up the
scores.
game.
It seems like they are very much in control, that Profats Elite only get to move the ball from, their side to the midfield before it goes back again. They're not really, I don't know, it doesn't seem like they're putting up a very good fight. But hey, it's just 1 goal so far, so who knows. Ball goes deep into the Vandal side. Maybe they heard me say something. Nice attack by King Alikes. Unfortunately, he missed, just hit the side there, and Usopp scores! What an unorthodox goal, he's done it again.
Usopp
take a
with
look.
his creative goals and winning that challenge against Vandal.
Like,
All
he
by
just hit the ball on the wall, which hit the wall again, and then he scored with it. Like, this guy is a one-man team. The walls are his teammates, basically. But that shouldn't be the way it is, right? Because the other players, like King Alikes, we've seen some good stuff from them too. So I'm hoping... Oh, Usopp again with this crazy setup. What's gonna happen? That's not something we see every day. I really love watching Usopp play because you never know what kind of weird play he's gonna pull off next, and the other team usually doesn't know how to respond to it either. Mint now
Yeah,
with
he
ball.
really comes out from the bushes and like, hey, this is what I can do.
Yeah, it's like when you least expect it, right? Alright, Profats Elite now clear, and the score now very even at the moment. This could be Profats' game if they actually manage to score one more time and hold on to that lead. But Vandal very much controlling the ball. I mean, they're basically passing to each other and slowly dribbling. What is this? Okay, King Alikes now. Another attack, and oof. 2 attacks, both of them not managing to go in. That's just bad luck for Profats Elite. And, ooh, another attempt and didn't go in that time either. Now it's Usopp. Kid's game rushing to the defense and also picks up the boost. I think he means to clear the ball, and he does succeed. and his teammate takes it from there, sends it over to Mint, who's now waiting somewhat in front of the goal for an opportunity, going for the boost now, I think. Oh, that was a demo just now. Who was
Mint-
that?
I don't know. Mint went for a really ambitious aerial there. He completely missed, but Anxiety backing him up.
Yep, and Anxiety scores. 2-1 is the goal scored now. 2 minutes 33 seconds on the clock. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so we have a kickoff with 2 minutes 33 seconds on the clock. Mint high up in the air, and the ball goes towards the goal. Unfortunately, did not quite make it in. I think Mint's gonna try again. Ooh, nice defending there by PROFATS Elite. You guys are running out of time to equalize, by the way. If you lose this one, you're in big trouble. You can't afford to let Vandal keep the ball on your side of the pitch this much, and you definitely can't afford to make them score again. Wow, let's take a look at that replay. Who set it up? I guess it was like a 3-player setup, right? In the sense that, like, one player sent it forward, the other player kind of decreased the speed, and the other player kind of just knocked it in. Nicely done.
Yeah,
Alright,
Vandal
we
is
have
slowly
kickoff.
getting more comfortable as the game goes on. I mean, they had really rushed setups. Now they're slowly like getting these nice setups.
Usopp, what? Oh, Chili Sauce scores with that nice and weird setup from Usopp. Like, I think he was taking on all of the defenders.
Yeah, Vandal's third man kind of stuck in the goal there. Couldn't really do anything.
That's what happens when Usopp gets in your head, man.
Yeah. Usopp for doing his magic, I guess.
Yep, he just kind of cast Confuse on his like opponents, you know. But anyway, Usopp now once again taking the ball towards the goal. Could something happen here? Nope. It looks like they clear the ball, and it's now going towards the Vandal side. Sorry, the PROFATS Elite side of the pitch, and now it's bouncing back. Mint. Whoa! Okay, that could have been an own goal. What is happening?
Okay. I'm really confused as to what just happened.
Wait, did I just see what I just saw? I mean, it looked like Mint was trying to score into his own goal.
I mean, I think that's what he did.
I'll take it. I'll take it. You know, I like. Okay, sure. Let's have it be 3-3. You know, I'm cool with this. Let's have the time run down and go into overtime. Heck, why don't we just let PROFATS?
Okay.
What the? What? Is something happening? Are they like giving away goals for free or what? That can't have been on purpose, right?
Yeah, I don't know. This kind of sus to me.
Yeah, it's very weird. I wasn't expecting that at all. Okay, so now we have the. Oh, come on! What kind of match is this? That could have been a goal too.
Yeah, Vandal changed their kickoffs in a way that's not favoring them.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, isn't it? Like, it's like they're having fun or playing around.
Yeah.
It's a very unusual.
Vandal's being really sus right now. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Oh, what? Chili sauce. Okay, are they trying to just let these guys win so that they can have more games? Because, I mean, I don't really know how I feel about that. There's no way this is Vandal's skill level. These kind of goals shouldn't go into their side, right? This is the normal. I mean, 5-3, are you kidding me?
Do you think this is like a way to give them like, hey, you guys have a chance to win, but then, you know, slaughter them in the next one?
It would be amazing if it was. I just have no idea. All I know is from this side, it kind of looks like they're trying to beat themselves. Kids game. Or maybe they just wanted like a gap in the score so that they could catch up or something. I don't know. But hey, PROFATS Elite aren't gonna let that happen, are they? Hey, Usopp! Chili Sauce now taking the ball forward. And Vandal sends it back, less than 30 seconds remaining. Usopp.
Usopp, I think, got into their
Oh,
head.
another setup, and Usopp scores the 6th goal. That goal was empty though. What's that about? Is PROFATS Elite now defending the Vandal goal? Like, look at that. I don't know what to make of this. 22 seconds remain. This is weird. Okay, kickoff. The PROFATS Elite sent the ball deep into the Vandal side of the pitch. Anxiety now rushing. Oh, come on. What? Are they trying to score into their own goal? What's happening?
Honestly, I don't know. Vandals vandalizing their own team for some reason. Really confusing.
I'm a little lost, to be quite honest. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, ProFats Elite win? Question mark. That was Group B, match 2 of day 9 of Dhiraagu Supersonic, and ProFats Elite just won that one. So, Yube, what do you make of this? I don't quite know what to say.
I mean, Vandal was dominating through the whole like series, and up until the last few minutes, Vandal kind of was like, you know what, screw winning. We're just gonna start scoring own goals or something. I don't know.
Right? Yeah. What's up with that? That's so bizarre. Anyway, maybe they want to like win this one and just send Profats Elite a strong message, or maybe they just want to make it 2-2 and then win. I don't know. Either way, it's kind of sus, as you said. It's very strange. But in any case, as soon as the next match is ready, we'll be jumping into that one. Just to remind everybody, this is the second match of day 9 of Dhiraagu Supersonic, and so far we've seen DHAH versus CAPALOT, which ended in 3-1 in CAPALOT's favor, and we've also seen, or we are watching, I should say, ProFats Elite take on VANDAL, which currently stands at VANDAL 2, ProFats Elite 1. So, very strange turn of events, really. I am looking forward to seeing this next one either way, you know, to see whether this shenanigan continues or whether we get to see like a more traditional match. Because it seems like it should be Vandal's game, right?
Yeah, Vandal really confident if this is their whole tactic here. Maybe we're gonna see a lot of goals from Mint, maybe.
Mint, they're trying to rain a goal in, but unfortunately the accuracy was a chili sauce, trying to get the ball away. Oof, kids game. That seemed like an easy goal for him. I don't know, it didn't seem like he put a lot of effort into it. But that's kind of awesome, right? Anxiety setting it up, and kids game knocking it in. Usopp was there to defend, but I don't think he quite managed to react in time. 4 minutes 47 seconds into the game, and we have kickoff.
Vandal's kickoffs are really strong now.
Yeah, it's like they're not kidding around or something. I don't know. Their defense also seems much more aggressive. Look at that. They're just taking the ball all together. That's just showing off, you guys. Come on. Did you see that? Mint just took it all the way to the edge.
Vandal kind of toying with the Profits now. We can see what happened in the last match. They were like cutting them some slack, you know, giving some water before the slaughtering.
Oh boy, demo immediately. This is not looking good for ProFats Elite. Kids game
this is
now.
Like another goal by Mint.
Oh my god! What a goal. Did he just shoot from the wall over there?
Yeah, that was a nice setup by Mint. And freestyled in.
Damn. Like, it's not just that they're scoring goals, these goals are also pretty awesome. Alright, Usopp, come on, let's do it.
1 minute in, Vandal's just... I don't know what Vandal's doing.
Whew. These guys are on fire, that's for sure. King Delikes trying to move the ball away, but Wendell definitely has control over it. Mint waiting for Kid's game, but I don't think he got the touch he wanted. But Kid's game got the boost and now is going for it. Taking the ball towards their own goal. Interesting tactic there. Chili Sauce now waiting to receive the ball that he thinks is coming his way, but ooh, very close to the goal. It could have been a goal just now. Anxiety and Chili Sauce now both fighting for the ball. But I think it was Kid's game who managed to steal it away in the end. This is probably a goal. There you go. Score. Wendell scores again. That's goal number 4. 3 minutes 46 seconds.
Kids game with the
this time the game that they're playing with themselves. Yeah, maybe this time the game they're playing is how high can we go? Maybe they can go up to 14. Who knows? That currently is the highest number of goals scored in one game so far, and it was done by DHAH. Ooh, double commit on the attack, and they couldn't really manage to nail that one, but that's okay. I mean, they've got a 4-goal lead. Who cares, right? Anxiety now trying to defend.
Wendell has the
This is definitely a goal. I mean, look at this. Look at this. he was like sliding back, like upside down on that ball. That's amazing.
Yeah, like so far we've seen Profits goal just wide open. Like the third match is never there. I don't know what the rotations on Profits Elite side is. They're not even rotating. Most of them just I don't know where they even are, honestly. Like, Vandal gets the ball, they just, take it to the other side, and the goal's just wide open.
Absolutely. Oh, another near attempt. Kids game now, controlling the ball. Kinga likes challenging him, but I don't think he quite won that challenge. Kids game. I think another goal is imminent.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Yep. Goal number 6. 3 minutes is 3 seconds in. I want Vandal, if you guys can hear me, to try to see how high you can score, right? And PROFATS Elite, try not to let them do that. Vandal, I want you to see. I want to see if you can do 15 goals. Like break the limit once again. Let's see. All right, we have kickoff. Kids game. Honestly, this could be a goal. It is! What? That was goal number 7. 2 minutes 57 seconds in. Now, come on, you're halfway there. Halfway there to 14. You gotta do it now. There's this...
Yeah, Vandal was being generous in the last match, I guess. But giving up a free win, and now they're here, trying to say, hey, that was a free win, we were trolling, and we can do whatever we want. Kind of show off from Vandal.
Chili sauce for PROFATS Elite. I guess confidence does come with a catch after all. I think that was just a really good attack on his part, like good luck, right? But that's okay. We still have enough time for Vandal to score a lot more. But well done, Chili sauce. Alright, we have kickoff. Anxiety now taking the ball and sending it up into the air. And, ooh, another goal for Vandal. Goal number 8. It's Kids Game who scored this time. Nice setup as well. Oof. I think it just hit the goal, came out, and then he tapped it again, right? I think it was kind of like that. 2 minutes 39 seconds on the clock. 8 goals for Vandal. And we have kickoff once again. Ooh! Usopp scores goal number 2. Wow.
I mean, Usopp has been probably the only one in PROFATS Elite team constantly trying to win this match.
Like a serious attempt, right?
Yeah, I'm not being too harsh, but that's what I'm seeing. But Vandal, on the other hand, they have the better skill overall, so we are seeing them completely slaughter PROFATS Elite.
Absolutely. There's just no mercy at all. It's just incredibly intense and just attack after attack. These guys are just going crazy. Okay, Usopp now trying to create an opportunity, but Kids Game has something to say about it. Could this be a goal? Defense is pretty solid. Kinga Likes manages to... the Chili Sauce and Kinga Likes just bumped into each other. That's kind of weird. Okay, so Vandal now trying to take the ball into the PROFATS Elite side of the pitch. Usopp with the defense. Hey, nice bit of defending. It feels like a goal's coming once again. Oh, Chili Sauce missed that one. That could be a fatal mistake. Ooh. Oh, and Anxiety scores their 9th goal. 9-2 for Vandal against PROFATS Elite. This is their last game, it looks like. It looks like Vandal's gonna take it. The only question is by how much. 1 minute 36 seconds on the clock. Can they still score, I guess, 5 more goals to get up to 14? Or maybe 6 more to go up to 15? This number that I'm saying, 14 being the top amount, right, for the tournament so far. Anyway, you were saying?
PROFATS, well, around game 1 and 2 they had a good rotation. Now, currently we are not seeing any of that, and a lot of disorientation. I guess they are not communicating as well, or probably just gave up, because Vandal totally dominating the scene right here.
Yeah, but every now and then you see something like Usopp stopping Mint dead in his tracks, it's not like all hope is lost. They could still do something. 1 minute remain. I don't think Vandal's gonna get up to the total goals scored, but I'm definitely curious to see whether they can go up to double digits. I mean, they're so close. I'm gonna write it to be Vandal's win. I feel like at this point it's a foregone conclusion. But still. Oh! Usopp scored again! I did not see that coming.
Usopp trying so hard. Like, he made his own setup, own goals, outsmarted Vandal there with a 1v2.
This guy is such a talented player, you know? Like, he stands out so much with everything he does. I really want to see him come back for another tournament as well, and to see ProFats Elite improve on their skills so that they can become unorthodox and wild players like him as well. You know, so to kind of like become more cohesive as a team, especially considering what a gem they have in Usopp. Oh, Anxiety scores the 10th goal. 26 seconds remain. Can they score 4 goals in 26 seconds? Probably not, but you know, I let a man dream. Anyway, it's ProFats Elite versus Vandal. What are your overall thoughts so far, Yube?
Well,
Vandal's clearly the superior team, right?
I mean, game 1 and 2, it looked like Profets had a chance, and around game 3, Vandal kind of just upped the ante and just was like, hey, we're gonna be like, you know, taking control of the whole game and doing whatever we want. But Profets this time also...
Usopp with the 4th goal. 12 seconds on the clock. Wow. You really gotta, like, respect and admire Usopp, you know? He's really trying his best out there. Okay, we have kickoff. Anyway, Yube, continue. You were talking about what Vandal was doing. Less than 10 seconds on the clock.
You can already see what they're doing with their strong offense and clear skill gap.
And as you said, clear skill gap. There you have it. ProFats Elite versus Vandal ends in a devastating 3-1.
Yeah, Profets was mostly going on a glass cannon method this time. Probably, you know, throwing everything they have because they have nothing to lose.
Yeah, it was grueling to watch, you know? Like I'm just tired out by seeing that team just completely decimated like that. ProFats Elite GG, not just in the chat, in real life too, but you can also type it in the chat, by the way, anybody who's listening / watching, for a chance to win in our lucky draw. Anyway, that was ProFats Elite versus Vandal, and the score ended with Vandal winning thrice and ProFats Elite taking 1, but it looked like it was a freebie. It didn't seem like it was, like, you know, something they fought for and won. Maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. Go on.
Well, it didn't look like a freebie in my view. Vandal tried really hard to get the win because overall they never gave up, just like Usopp from Profits Elite. But the other two players were kind of sleeping. That's what I saw.
Fair enough. Well, in any case, our next match is going to be real exciting. No sleepers there. ProFats NONPAREIL versus Vector, and we'll be back after a short break to make that happen. I think Aksam's going to be pretty hyped about this one.
Replaying your words there in my head. When you're not here, I'm stuck in bed. I'm starting to break. I'm starting to break. I'm starting to break down. Watch all of the bullets fall to the ground. You took a shot and I'm yours now.
here but you and I. This neon town is yours and mine.
And I said,
Hey, Caruso, stayed up through the days and night, lay and we watched the world get light. Hey, Caruso, sunlight, freedom in your eyes, release on leave now I've arrived. Photo of you in my mind, on the table underlined.
ರಾಜ್ಯ ಕುದಿ ರೀತಿ ರತ್ತಕುಗೆ ಬೇರು ಮಾಸಿಂಗ ನೂ ಕಂಡುತಕುಗ ವ್ಯಾಕಫಾ ದುವ್ವ ರಕ್ಕಾ ತೆರಿಕಂದಿ ಕಂಡುತಕುಗೆ ಮಿ ದಿರುಂ ಹೋದ ಕಂಡುಂ ಹೋದಿ ಕಂಡು ರೋದಿ
ಏರುಗೆ ರಾಹ ಮಾಂದು ಮಸ್ತಳು
I just got one thing to say. Usopp
yeah? What's
had the
that?
wrong car. He should have had his Batmobile, and that would have been in the bag for them. But he had the wrong car. That's it. That's all I gotta say. That high score.
That's the one thing, right?
Shame, Usopp. Shame. What just happened, guys? All right. Before we go into detail, first of all, I'd like to say welcome back. We are on our 9th match day. We've got our 3rd match of the night now lined up. We just saw PROFATS Elite versus who was it?
Vandal.
Vandal?
PROFATS Elite versus Vandal, yeah. And yeah, as you said, that match ended with a 3-1 score. Interesting that both of the matches tonight ended with the same score, but they were very different matches, right? Dove versus CAPALOT was a nail biter, right? Two skilled teams going up against each other, whereas Vandal versus PROFATS Elite, it seemed like very much the opposite.
More
So,
of
a
team
nail
creating-
thrower, I guess, the opposite of. Anyway, moving on. Vandal obviously very much dominating. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave away that one win to PROFATS as well.
Technically, it's a 4-1. Vandal gave away one match. I don't know what happened. It just looked really sus. PROFATS could have just, Usopp could have done some Jedi mind tricks at the end of it. So
That's the most likely option.
yeah.
I'm gonna say that majority-wise, my biggest enjoyment of the match came from just watching Usopp do weird stuff. Like that's my main point of enjoyment for whenever PROFATS Elite plays. And the other two members, they really need to get up to Usopp's level. Come on. Sorry, you were saying.
I said the goals by Usopp was the goals we were looking for.
For sure.
I'm just gonna wait till anybody gets the reference there.
Nicely done. Either way, just I don't know. Like Usopp is such a notable player, but at the same time, without support, he does not seem to be able to really clear the finish line, right? And Vandal clearly were just having fun thrashing this team, and they did. And the next match is PROFATS NONPAREIL versus Vector. We're hoping that it's a much more even match.
This is the match that's gonna take all sorts of KXC and
I think that it's going to be one of the most unpredictable, exciting matches, especially considering that PROFATS NONPAREIL made such a good debut, right? Last night they played, just to remind anybody who might have missed that one, they played against MSK, which were considered to be one of the top teams in Group C. and they won with a perfect sweep. 3 wins without giving up a single game to the opponents. And I mean, they almost had a clean sweep, which just meant doing the same thing without also giving away any goals. It was almost there, which just shows how powerful of a team they are. And Vector, so far they've been pretty decent, and I would say they're a good team, but I'm a little worried. What about you, Yube, and Aksam as well? If you have any thoughts, please.
Well, I actually have something to say. It's more like how Vector plays. Vector plays like they play really nice with their passes. That is one of their really strongest attributes. But PROFATS, on the other hand, they have a really coordinated offense. So what if that's what they'll do to like counter Vector's play, like, you know, to counterplay Vector's pass play? What if PROFATS like kind of blocked somebody, boosted them, or straight up demoed the offense so they don't make any setups? So,
These guys have a lot of different tricks up their sleeves. It's not just that they make good setups for themselves. They seem to be making use of every mechanic available to them in the game to just find some way to gain an advantage, right?
yeah, and this match would settle the top position for Group C. So
Very much so.
yeah, this is a really
This is-
important match. for
Yeah,
both of
this is
them.
the match to see, honestly.
I'm expecting, I'm expecting something. I'm not gonna say what it is. I don't want to jinx it. But legend has it that Vector is how can I say? It's one of those teams that's been lying low and haven't exactly shown their full colors, haven't shown their full capabilities on themselves. You know, like how they play, their play styles, and the way they carry themselves, the way they coordinate. All of that are things that we are yet to see. I've been told that by too many people for me to just like brush it off. So I'm expecting either a sweep for, you know, like as it goes. I'm expecting Vector to take a sweep. I might be jinxing it by saying this, which is good. If I jinx a sweep and it becomes a more balanced match, that's better. We've seen
Right.
how
It is-
NONPAREIL is really technically proficient. We've seen how smart they are on their plays, on their counter attacks and everything, and Vector has yet to show something to match up, or at least in finesse, to NONPAREIL. And Vector has got some of the best players we've seen as well in this tourney so far.
HPY with those amazing setups, right? There's Pot, who sometimes just comes out of nowhere and just scores a goal. There's Infinite, who's running all over the place, right? It's also worth noting that the last team that Vector technically played against was Technical, and they did win by a perfect sweep. But they did also win by forfeit from TC Ships Fraternity. So I think this will be the true indicator of how good or bad a team Vector actually is. So
Yeah,
we'll
that's-
be seeing a really something special, I think.
That's what I'm expecting as well, because they've still yet to show some of their most desperate plays. And
Very
we've
true.
seen how desperation in these matches has been a breeding ground for a lot of really good highlights, really good like replay reels, you know, to be honest. Things that we could talk about and stuff like that. And the thing about like high score matches that we've seen is that there's very little to discuss after the matches are done, because the balance of the match is just so vast. You know, like the imbalance is so vast, and we can't exactly talk about how things were countered, how things were built up. All we can do is like motion at how good the winning team was, you know, setting themselves up. But sometimes we would see something like we just saw earlier as well, just the team giving up a match, or sorry, a game, just to balance things out, to play a little bit more. Another thing to note about the last match is that these two teams were actually fighting over the 4th position of their group standing, technically. You know, so neither of them wanted to go home on the bottom as well, but in that group they actually stand very little chance of making it into the knockout stages, because as things stand, yeah, they've been thrashed around quite a bit already.
By
you know?
Storm and the Baguettes, right? So it seems that the top 2 positions are very much locked in. I'm really looking forward to this match. I feel like this could be one of those match of our dreams kind of matches, you know, where we see very equal play. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it came down to a difference of a single goal in a couple of seconds to decide the entire thing. I mean,
Maybe
that's
in
kind of...
overtime.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we would
This
definitely
match
love to
is-
see it.
This match is something that like the knockout stages would look like. Like this is an example of how it will look like in the knockout stages. because whoever goes from the group stage to the knockout stage is the best from that group, right? And these are like, by our predictions, the best two teams in this group. So
Very
this is
true.
as close to knockouts as we get. So this could be something for the viewers to be like, yeah, this is what we're going to expect in the knockout stage and possibly the finals. So really interesting.
Very true.
I mean, I've got very little expectations of this
course.
match, to be honest. Like, no,
yeah?
I'm not just trying not to jinx it because I don't know what to expect. So I'm just like crossing my
Fair.
fingers and
Yeah.
hoping for a really exciting match. You said this could be a match of our dreams, so I'm gonna close my eyes, guys. I will catch you guys later.
Oh, that guy. Anyway, thanks a lot, Aksam. My name is Munis, and here is Yube, and we'll be going through the match. This is going to be PROFATS NONPAREIL versus Vector, right? Group C, the third match, the last match of the night. All right. So far, taking a look at day 9 of Dhiraagu Supersonic, we can say that we've seen one very good match, right? And we've seen one very one-sided match with a few good players on the other side. And now we're about to see the third match. So Yube, based on Vector's and NONPAREIL's performance, what do you think? Which team do you think has the advantage?
Well,
Do you think there is an advantage?
I'd say for now I can't really say which team has advantage.
What a close miss for Vector there. Immediately after the ball it goes live, they're already doing their thing. HPY just dancing with the ball here and there, trying to create those great opportunities. Ooh, infinite margin, just missed that ball. The defender got to it first. Nicely done, nicely done. It's pot roasted toast now, trying to make something happen for his teammates perhaps. Ooh, nice defending by PROFATS NONPAREIL. HPY, is he gonna set up the ball for his team once again, as he tends to do? Ooh, unfortunately he could not, but he's not gone yet. Maybe he's gonna do it now. PROFATS NONPAREIL rushing to clear pot roasted toast, sending it back in 4 minutes 4 seconds in and counting.
Strong
That
start
was a
from
double
Vector.
commit. Most definitely. Oh no! Oh, what a great what a turn of events. That could have been a goal if it wasn't for the lack of accuracy. Oh, another near miss. This one defended away by the defender of PROFATS NONPAREIL. I wonder how much of pressure is Vector definitely under right now, because they can't be taking it easy. Even one mistake could be the difference between victory and loss, right? 3 minutes 30 seconds. They're just pummeling the goal here, and the defenders are defending so diligently. They're not missing a beat. Oh, that could have been bad. Pot roasted toast and infinite both went for the same ball, and both abandoned it at the same time. Oof, nice bit of defending there. It's Sam now trying to create an opportunity, but infinite sending it away. HPY, still HPY. Ooh, somebody got demoed. Oh, what a close opportunity. That could have been a goal. Pot roasted toast sending it away in another direction. Infinite now heading backwards. Now he's slowly waiting for the ball to come to him. But unfortunately, Sam. Oh, another attack on the Vector side of the goal. Dude, who do you think is even gonna score first?
I mean, so far Vector's got the pressure, but every time PROFATS they push, they get really close to a setup and a goal. But Vector so far has
Oh, what a close call for infinite margin, and they managed to draw all the other players away as well. Ugh. And another great attack by PROFATS NONPAREIL as well. Another demo, okay?
Oh, that
infinite margin! Oh, first goal, 2 minutes 15 seconds in, infinite margin scores. Wow, PROFATS NONPAREIL now on the defensive. Didn't think I'd see that. Okay, Vector now has 1 goal. Well done, guys. Think about it. It took 2 minutes 15 seconds for a single goal to be scored here. That just shows high skill level. Neither team has given each other time to breathe. It seems that Pot roasted toast has won the kickoff there. Another full attempt. Oh, what a close! Oh my god. That was terrible. A member of Vector got in the way of another member scoring. That's just sad. Come on, guys. Okay, HPY manages to land the goal in. Nicely done. After that cluster of bodies, finally.
I guess that's
think Infinite
him
might-
taking revenge on the fact that he kind of defended like Prophet's goal.
Yeah, he's kind of like, I think the other player just set it up for him, so he's kind of like, okay, sorry, bro. Ooh, that could have been a goal, but unfortunately the accuracy was not quite there. 1 minute, 50 seconds and counting. Whew, 45 seconds and counting. Attack after attack on the Vector side, but PROFATS NONPAREIL do not seem to be able to score. HPY now with another attack. Oh! Brutal in front of the goal of PROFATS NONPAREIL. They are not taking this lying down. Sam now taking the ball forward, trying to create an opportunity, but HPY is there to ruin his day. Ishii. Oh, could this be another goal? And it is! HPY scores the third goal for PROFATS NONPAREIL. What's happening? Like, what's happening to all the great players we saw the other time? Like, I feel like they haven't really got their footing down right. This is very unusual. I was expecting this to be far more evenly matched. It doesn't look like the match of our dreams. It actually looks like Vector is easily clearing it up.
Well, so far,
What's going on?
Prophet's really holding it together, like from continuous pressure from Vector's side. I think they need some time to adapt to Vector, who's a team they have not yet faced.
Ooh, first goal for PROFATS NONPAREIL, Ishii. Wow, there we go. First goal conceded by Vector. I think that was just confusion during the defense, but good one.
It was a good setup by Rishvan and Ishii waiting for the receive.
Absolutely, and now we have kickoff. Once again, 1 minute remaining, and Vector still has 2-goal lead. If they just waste a little bit of time, that would be enough, but I don't think that's the kind of players they are. So HPY once again setting it up, just, taking a leisurely tour in front of the PROFATS NONPAREIL side of the pitch. That was a little strange. He's trying to set it up for one of his teammates, but, near miss. Alright, ball's still on the PROFATS NONPAREIL side of the pitch. The time is just counting down, and I have no idea how this is gonna land. And finally, PROFATS NONPAREIL scores. Wow, 25 seconds in and they managed to get a goal in.
And Vector takes this one. I mean, from the looks of it, Vector, I don't know, like they were dominating from the beginning. The constant pressure on PROFAT's side. I'm surprised they were able to hold on for that long. And also that setup from Rishvan and Ishii, like it was nice, but most of the time it was Vector on the offense, like hammering in goals. I feel like PROFATS need to tighten up the defense and, try to clear as fast as possible and keep somebody on the backboard. That's mostly where their weakness comes from.
Alright, well, in any case, that was quite unexpected. Like, I knew that one of the teams would have to win because of the nature of the game and all, but the fact that Vector won the first one, especially after how well PROFATS NONPAREIL performed last night, was a little shocking to see. But that being said, the current score is that Vector's won 1 game and PROFATS NONPAREIL has lost 1. And this is a best of 5 between them, so whichever team gets to 3 the soonest, it gets to win the match, right? And this is a game that, a match would settle the top position of Group C. So both of these teams have like a high level of imperative to really do well. What do you think NONPAREIL need to do against Vector, and what do you think Vector need to do against NONPAREIL, considering what we just saw, Juve? 5 minutes on the clock.
Well, PROFATS need to I'd say they need to improve the defense, the rotation there, and keep somebody on the backboard. That's where, as I said before, their biggest weakness comes from. And as the match went on, there was a lot of double commits from PROFAT's side, but that was really understandable since, the clock was ticking.
They just really wanted to make sure that none of these balls were unattended to, right? Unfortunately, the double commit basically means you're basically in each other's way. Infinite. Oh, I've just been informed that apparently it's not HPY, it's Happy. Listen, Happy, if you wanted to be called Happy, maybe you should have included the vowels. But anyway, moving on. Vector scores! Pot roasted toast, my guy, what did you even do? Nice setup, like double setup by both of his teammates. That's gotta count for something. That's a nice goal. Alright, 4 minutes 22 seconds on the clock and we have kickoff once again. PROFATS NONPAREIL not really performing to the level that I expected, Yube. What's going on here?
I mean, after seeing what they could do last night, you gotta admit Vector is a really, really terrifying team, and even though that's the case.
Oh, what a goal! My goodness. Happy, they're setting it up. Wow, what a narrow, like, angle, and just Infinite just happened to be there. Anyway, Yube, continue.
Yeah, as I was saying, Vector is a really, really strong team, and PROFATS is a team that can hold up against them, but I feel like they still haven't found their groove and, you know, a tactic to go up against Vector. Vector is showing off their mechanical skills throughout the game and hammering in all these goals. So PROFATS really need an answer for that one.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just that I was under the impression that PROFATS also had a certain amount of mechanical superiority. I mean, but right now, Vector seems to be really good on both offense and defense. So it's kind of making PROFATS look like they're scrambling around. And I'm not sure that's the team we saw last night.
Yeah, maybe they're just, you know, not used to the pressure yet, because this is the second match, I think. Yeah.
Same for Vector, I suppose, because their second win also came from a forfeit, right? So, oh, look at that! Opportunity after opportunity, just raining down players in the sky. Happy now, sending it forward, trying to get it past Sam, and he successfully does a setup, perhaps? Nope, unfortunately, the defender had something to say about it. Ishi now taking the ball forward. Perhaps this could be the opportunity PROFATS NONPAREIL were looking for. Happy now on the defense. Passes it off to Pot Roasted Toast. Oof. Infinite margin on the defense. 2 minutes to 45 seconds on the clock, and the score currently stands at Vector 2, PROFATS NONPAREIL 0, which is a very unexpected for me personally, because I thought that PROFATS NONPAREIL was like one of the top teams of this group, but so far we are seeing a very surprising performance. Happy now once again, slowly and meticulously controlling the ball before he lost it. Now it's Pot Roasted Toast sending it back. Infinite margin waiting in ahead, trying to make use of any opportunities created. Ishi. We saw Happy fall back to try to get in, get ready for defense, but now we're seeing the ball go forward. Unfortunately, interrupted by PROFATS NONPAREIL. I think that aggression is coming in now.
We're seeing Ishi playing a little bit aggressively this time. I feel like he's finding his groove, but the other two kinda still not getting a tactic, and
what a near miss! Yes, yeah, you're right. The other two are still finding their legs in the match, but so far Ishi seems to be picking up the skill level quite high. Happy and Sam just clashing over there. Pot Roasted Toast. Oof! Oh my goodness! Infinite scores the third goal. 1 minute 33 seconds in. These were brutal, relentless attacks being well defended by PROFATS NONPAREIL, but one final attack. And I think that last player, that last defender almost reached the ball. Rishpan. Good try, guy. Good try.
He reached for it, but it was already in the goal line by the time he reached the ball, so...
Yeah, that was a bad turn of events for him, unfortunately. Okay, 1 minute 25 seconds in. What are you expecting at this point? Any more goals, or do you think that NONPAREIL are gonna kind of come back?
Well, NONPAREIL slowly stabilizing, but I feel like Vector can still...
Oh no! I think Ishi just scored an own goal. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at this. I think Happy is setting it up and sent it over the midfield line, and Ishi bumped into it. Oh no!
He tried to defend it, I think. But yeah, kind of considered a goal there.
Unfortunate. Oh, Ishi, my guy. Ishi, my bad. Anyway, 1 minute 10 seconds and counting. It looks like Vector's just taken this one. Easy peasy. Another goal? No! Come on! 5-0? This is insane, alright? Because last night we saw PROFATS NONPAREIL take on MSK, right? And they won through a perfect sweep. They were relentless and proved themselves to be one of the most powerful, strong and skilled teams in this group. And yet now Vector is just dunking on them. Oh my goodness! 6th goal! 55 seconds in. This is a thrashing.
Yeah, the defense has completely crumbled after Vector's continuous pressure, so PROFATS really need to regroup and think of another tactic, or else they're just gonna keep getting, slaughtered here.
And we have kickoff once again, 50 seconds on the clock, less than a minute. Ooh, ball dangerously close to the Vector side for once. Sam, and now it's Rishpan. Pot roasted toast defending. Along with Infinite Margin, now sending the ball forward to Happy, who sends it all the way to the other side of the pitch. 30 seconds remain. What's gonna happen? Is it gonna be 7 goals? Let's see. Here comes the setup, and okay, nice bit of defending. 22 seconds still on the clock. Pot roasted toast trying to set something up. Sam trying to defend. Pot roasted toast now setting it up for Happy, who sets it up for Infinite, and oof, 2 misses. No, that's just bad luck. Aw. A double commit there on the attack, unfortunately. It looks like the time has run out, and as soon as the ball touches the ground, that's the second win for Vector. Alright, so this is actually really surprising to me. I didn't expect this at all. What do you think, Yube?
Well, Vector was doing pre-flips a lot, which kind of, disoriented PROFATS, and they couldn't really read what they were trying to do. And, PROFATS kind of, I don't know, we're not seeing what we saw last night, but then again, Vector looks like a grand finalist competitor at this point, because they're just thrashing PROFATS, one of the top teams on this group. So, I don't know, I'm just as surprised as you are.
I know, right? People are gonna start thinking we just get hyped over nothing, but honest to God, guys, last night PROFATS NONPAREIL did take on MSK, which is considered one of the top teams in this group, and they thrashed them, alright? It was bad. And now we're seeing Vector basically do the same, which creates a very interesting question of what would happen the day that Vector and MSK face each other. But in any case, Vector now has 2 wins, and with the next win, they can take the entire match. But PROFATS NONPAREIL need to win this next one to stay competitive. So what do you think PROFATS should do right now to turn things around, Yube?
Well, they need to first fix the rotation. They're bunched up a little, and their clear's a bit slow. But the offense, Ishii doing a lot of carrying, just like he's a lot of solo effort from Ishii, and they're kind of not challenging as much as they should be. They can challenge them in aerials and on the ground, so they need to challenge them and not react to the ball. The third man, which is mostly Rishpan, kind of just waiting in the goal line to receive, but by then is already made and the goal just goes in.
Did you see that defense? That was just airtight. It was so good. One player blocked it, the other one cleared it. That was just very, very, well-timed, good communication, I think. Oh my goodness, Infinite Margin shoots and Infinite Margin misses this time, but that was a very, very close call. Pot roasted toast heading over, and he is intercepted. Who's this up in the front? Is it Ishii? I think it is. But Vector already trying to clear. I think PROFATS NONPAREIL are doing everything they can to score. And look at that. They have their first goal so far. Mohammad Rishpan, we're going to call him. Well done. Good job on breaking the stalemate. Perhaps this is the time when we'll see things starting to turn around for them. If we see a reverse sweep, I'll be very surprised. But Vector currently on the cusp of victory. They cannot let this opportunity pass by, especially considering what a huge threat PROFATS NONPAREIL is in terms of their own group, right? Alright, ball once again on the Vector side of the pitch. Not something we've seen very often in the last 2 matches, but maybe PROFATS NONPAREIL are finally waking up. Happy. Oh, and Infinite Margin scores. Happy with his classic setups, and Infinite Margin just scoring the equalizer score goes to 1-1. 3 minutes 43 seconds remaining, and we're back to where we started. The next goal once again gives whoever scores a big advantage. And honestly, I couldn't tell you which team it could be, because if PROFATS NONPAREIL are going back to the play style or the level of play we saw last night, they're no pushover. That's the reason why we've been hyping them up so much, right? Because they have this really relentless attack. But so far, Vector has been doing nothing but just causing problems for PROFATS NONPAREIL.
Well,
Happy.
I agree with you there. Like last night, we saw PROFATS do something not many teams were able to do, and we thought that would counter Vector's gameplay. But Vector, with the superior mechanical skills, showing off, kind of making it hard for PROFATS.
Many near misses for Vector this time, I'm noticing, alright? These guys are clearly trying to attack and set stuff up, but just maybe in their excitement or the pressure, they're just not quite getting the accuracy they needed. Look at that. Like, that could have been a goal for Happy, but unfortunately it wasn't, and the defenders sent it away as well.
I mean, PROFATS is getting stronger with their defense as matches go on. Normally around the third match, both the teams improve. Normally the losing team always gets a big jump on the skill, because I guess they adapt after 2 matches.
That might be it, yeah. We're seeing a very different PROFATS NONPAREIL. Oof, Rishvan with the good defense there. They managed to clear it as well. The score is at 1-1. It could really go either way. Wow! What a nice bit of defending by Happy. And another one. Is he gonna clear it? Come on, clear it.
Happy looking to clear. Looks like a setup from Vector.
Or is it?
Happy.
Oh, what a near miss. What a near miss. That was just, so close. Oh, what a dangerous moment here. But Happy's there to send the ball away, and he's grabbed the boost as well. But Ishii now trying to create an opportunity. Who's defending? I think it's Pot Roasted Toast. Infinite. 1 minute 40 seconds, guys. It feels like an eternity, you know? Like, we're just waiting for the next goal to happen, and it could be any one of them. And that's the real nail-biting part of all of this. Happy once again trying to get that setup for his team, but Infinite doesn't quite get the touch that he wants. Pot Roasted Toast still trying to keep the ball alive in the air. 1 minute 20 seconds and counting, and the score is still 1-1. Whew. I'm on the edge of my seat, Yuba. What about you?
So am I. Like, the next goal really decides the series, doesn't it? And
yeah. It's so intense, because if Vector take it, they win the match, right? Proving that they are the stronger team. But if PROFATS NONPAREIL take it, that makes it so that they are having the fighting chance. They can still come back from this, which makes it very exciting. Less than a minute left, guys. Less than 50 seconds left. I am just on the edge of my seat right now. Ball once again back on the Vector side. Infinite margin. Trying to stop Samael, or Sam, as they say. Pot Roasted Toast manages to defend it. Rishvan. Sam now making an attempt on the goal. 30 seconds remaining. Happy trying to get it out of the way. Infinite margin and Happy just going forward. Could this be? Could this be?
Looks pretty open.
Oh my god! What? Okay, 17 seconds and Pot Roasted Toast. What kind of a goal was that, my guy? Wow, look at that. Look at that, just on the line. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Okay, but anyway, NONPAREIL now have an opportunity to catch up. 17 seconds to do it. Oh, is this another goal? Nope. Samael, or Sam now on the defense. Rishvan rushing and clearing the ball with 10 seconds remaining. PROFATS NONPAREIL on fire right now. Oh my god! This is the equalizer with 5 seconds remaining. What is going on, y'all? This is insane. I'm so happy. Wow. PROFATS NONPAREIL are not ready to go down without a fight. I think that Vector is about to have the challenge of their lives. The next 5 seconds are gonna be some of the longest 5 seconds of their lives, I think. Infinite.
Can Infinite make something happen?
Oh, Happy now. Trying to. This might be the last setup. Ooh. Oh, the ball's still going. The ball's still going, and it's still up in the air. Oh, overtime. Oh my goodness. Overtime and 1 goal to decide how this match goes, y'all. Like, if ProFats NONPAREIL score, they're still in the game. If Vector scores, they win the match. This is the highest stake goal, single goal, that we've seen so far in the tournament, I think. All right? Anyway, 15 seconds into overtime, Ishii now on the defense. Potros to Toast trying to create an opportunity, but they're not letting it happen. Sam knocking it out of the way. I think ProFats is just on fire right now.
Yeah, ProFats
Just
really
one
made
goal.
the improvement they need to hold a candle to Vector.
Oh! And there you have it! Vector win, beating ProFats NONPAREIL in a perfect sweep. What? Yuba, please tell me your opinion about what just happened. What are your thoughts right now? I'm currently having trouble wording.
Semi, but I have to say, ProFats in the last game, that was what they're capable of. But it took way too much time for them to get there. But Vector continuously showing off their mechanical skill, like that's what they did the whole time against everybody against ProFats. So yeah, it was a very big nail biter, and the last goal, I don't know what ProFats were doing. Like 2 was on the goal, and then they kind of just let it slide there. But it was a really interesting match.
And here's a fun fact, right? For the last match, so the last game there, we seen 1 goal from each member of Vector, which is pretty good because it shows that they're equally capable of defending and scoring and holding out in the midfield. And Aksam, yo, what a game, what a match, How you doing?
I think he's muted.
I think he's muted.
Right.
This might be a bit.
I did not jinx it. I said there was going to be overtime. That happened. I said I am feeling like this could be a perfect sweep.
Which did happen. I cannot believe ProFats NONPAREIL got perfectly swept. Like, what the heck? My jaw's on the floor right now. Vector just suddenly kind of reached into my top 5 teams as well, like a team to look out for, something that we could definitely see doing really well in the knockout stage. They've basically made a hell of an impression here.
Man, that was an exciting match, and I had to nail biting was right. I had to put my hands in my pocket for the rest of the match. I was like, no, oh my god, I'm screaming. And the overtime goal it wasn't the most prettiest goal. It was a desperate goal, and I feel like it was because one of the players, I think it was Sam, and if he had the boost at the end of it, he would have managed to save it. That's what I'm getting, Yeah,
I think so too. It was a bunch of
stuck there. Couldn't really do anything.
It felt like a bunch of cars basically piled up, and a lot of people had run out of booster as well. So it was like the last moment, and that Happy just happened to be in the right place at the right time to make that goal go in, which also looks really nice on the stats to have one player each score 1 goal, right?
In the second game, though, I actually saw my favorite goal from the last 3 days. It was a goal from Vector. Obviously, second game was 6-0 Vector, but it was a 1-2-3 pass goal, man. The angle so tight, infinite margin with the last touch, and then who scored it? I think it was Happy who scored it. No,
yeah,
Happy
I think infinite touch to Potrost to Happy, right?
It was the other way. I think it was Happy first, and then Infinite, and then Potros just went in and toasted it. Just went right in, man. It was a really pretty goal, and.
It's just a pleasure to watch them play at this point, honestly. I can't wait for the knockout stages, because then we'll be seeing crossplay between these fantastic teams at the top of the groups.
And one of the things that I noticed, I noticed 2 main things actually about how Vector was playing. One is that they were merciless when punishing the mistakes. They went right in. Every time there was slip up, Vector was right there. And there was one Ronaldinho moment in the last match, game as well, constantly hitting the top of the goal post and just bouncing off of it for a while before the ball went in. And then there was obviously a very decisive demo in the first game. Some really decisive demos from the side of Vector, which is something I didn't expect. I was expecting NONPAREIL to show that sort of a play. one person going in as a hitman, the other two delivering like FedEx would, kind of thing, you know. But this time Vector just like turned the tables on them, and you saw how when desperation hit, they were playing, you know, like how their plays and everything had changed. It was really exciting, man. It was really exciting.
And it's also, I guess, now that you bring up the point of demos, I'd also like to step in and say that it's really cool to see high-level teams also use demos, but in a more tactical way, right? It's not just about stopping different players, it's also about creating openings. And I thought that was quite clever and quite, it was a good tactic, I would say, in the moment. And it's something that you can really not respond to unless you're ready for it, right?
I mean, for me, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Yube, Monis, but for me, as I've been like hosting this and learning a lot more about Rocket League as I went on, I'm seeing that when people talk about rotations, it quite literally means that as well. Literally rotating around the playing field in a certain way, where you've got the point man going in front, and you got the second player, and then the whole basis of the game kind of, or not the game, as in the whole basis of whatever play they make rests on the third man as well. Like, I was seeing so much of that happen in this match. It was exciting. That's why I couldn't tell who was doing what at some times, because I know they need to be there. I couldn't see the names because they were flitting by so fast, but it was really exciting to see. Is that what you also noticed, Yuba? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, Rocket League is, if you break it down to which team has the better rotation on the offense and defense, normally it's like, okay, so there's the first man and the second man. That is like the first man mostly makes the setups from the backboard, and the second man goes in and shoots. Well, you can change it around, and then the first man makes the setup and goes and disrupts the defenders, then the second man shoots. But if it doesn't work, the third man is ready to clean up. But if they clear, then the third man is waiting, and the defensive rotation is good enough, the other two players would already be back behind and helping. So that is what normally every match boils down to, and Vector really showed off what they can do mechanically and overpowered PROFATS mostly. PROFATS, like, they had, as I've said before, even in the first match, their backboard was wide open, and you've never really seen a defender there, like, stopping all the setups. Because that's the big change here. Like, that just goes to show how important it is on the defensive rotation, and other teams should take notice of that one.
Yeah, there was this one game actually which I noticed how the ball kept on, how can I say, bouncing back and forth in just one corner of the field for at least a good 30 seconds.
On the NONPAREIL side, right? Yeah, these guys were just piling on there. It's like they wouldn't let it get far, and that was quite fascinating as well, because usually you see clears really fast, right? You don't see the ball stuck in one place for very long. And now that you are also mentioning the way that rotations work, Yube, I would think that I've noticed Killin and Skeppert to be the kind of players who tend to clean up, right? Even the other teammates kind of miss, they're always the third person to come in and just knock that goal in. That's where you see them shine a lot. And I'm also very happy to see that it's very clear and observable to see how Vector play. So when we play them, even people who are not as proficient about the tactics and all, like me and Aksam, are able to see when they make the changes, when the players flow, and you kind of are able to follow it on a mechanical level because they make it seem so elegant. It's very obvious, you know, when you look at it.
The whole choreographed dance.
Tonight, I'm sure you've seen a lot of cleanups by Ishfan, the third man.
Yeah.
On PROFAT's side, normally when they miss, he's just out there like hungry for a goal, and also hungry to go and defend. But
Ishfan was all over the defense.
Yeah, they were really good, but I feel like they can still improve a lot, and you know, lessons are learned from mistakes.
Absolutely, and hey, this takes Vector all the way up to the top of their group, right? And the one thing I think I want to say is that I'm still pretty disappointed about the forfeitures, because we could have seen these teams play a lot more, and that's something we'll never get, right? But anyway, let's take a look at these final scores for tonight. Day 9 for Dhiraagu Supersonic. CAPALOT versus the... it ended with 3-1 on CAPALOT's side, and VANDAL versus PROFATS Elite. It ended with 3-1 on VANDAL's side. And surprising everybody, the last match, Vector versus PROFATS NONPAREIL, ended 3-0 on Vector's side. A perfect sweep. I honestly did not see that coming. I mean, I knew that it was possible for one team or the other to win, but I did not see that coming. How about you guys?
Honestly, the last match was a big upset. I thought it would be like not a perfect sweep, but like a back and forth, like PROFATS win one, Vector wins the other. Just kind of surprised Vector dominated PROFATS like that.
Yeah, I expected 3-2.
To say that tonight I didn't jinx it. The only prediction I brought about was that we could probably be seeing Vector actually show their perfect sweep technique once again or something like that, and then it happened and it was tight. It was really close, and I'm really glad to have watched it tonight, guys. That was so much fun.
Absolutely.
Like, we've actually overextended our stream tonight because of these really exciting matches happening. We usually end up at 12 a.m. every night, and tonight we how can I say, overstepped a little bit. So I'm gonna just move on to the next part of our agenda, which is to give the lucky draw winners their shout outs. Before I get to that, I wanted to give a shout out to, and I've been getting texts from my friends who are so happy to watch this stream as well. I would like to give a shout out to Yettu and Ampu. I think Ampu is watching all the way from Malaysia, and they've been hosting this stream on his on Twitch as well. This is the kind of support we need. This is a group effort. So guys, thank you so much for all the support. To all the viewers as well, thank you so much for all the G's you've been dropping. And now we're gonna go to the lucky draw winners of the night.
I'm excited. Someone I know took part this time.
Yeah? Let's see.
Yeah.
Pizza Bonus lucky draw winner for the free pizza is Amrit Yumna Wahid. Congratulations! We saw a lot of GGs from you on your end, and that could have increased your chances, could have not. I don't know. I'm not here to tell you secrets, but please reach out to our Facebook page and we will give you the coupon for the prize and you can go claim it. And now for the Mandu Musk case. Who would be the winner?
We've been waiting for.
The one to take the prize is
Eddie Naseem.
Eddie Naseem. Alright, congratulations Eddie Naseem from Facebook. As we do, just putting that suffix there just to let you know where the comment came from. Give you an idea that you can comment on any of the streams that you're seeing us live. And we've come to the end of tonight. This was a really exciting night, guys, and I am tired as hell. Like that match, just like nervousness and the excitement.
Pretty much. I feel like I'm pretty much spent as well. My soul battery 1%.
Well, I've got news as well. Tomorrow night, Monis will be taking over for host and commentary because yours truly is taking just a day off. And I will be back again on Sunday. So I just want to say to all the viewers and everybody who's been supporting us so far, thank you so much for all the support you've been giving us and all the comments, all the feedback, because tonight we had one of the smoothest streams ever due to a lot of feedback and a lot of help that we've gotten from our viewers. So thanks once again. This has been Dhiraagu Supersonic by Glitch Gaming. Signing off now is Aksam, Munis, and Yube. See you guys tomorrow.
කොච්චර බැලුමනේ 2GB නෙවෙයි මේ 3GB data දැන් ඉන්නුන වෙස් කොලන්ජේ බෑම voice minutes කොලක ඒක තේ SMS කොල වෙස් වට්ටාය දෙ data voice minutes තේ SMS hello කොවා streaming න 1GB වට්ටාය දෙව and එයාගේ එඩු කොල්ල chat කොල්ලම් වෙස් GB social media වෙස් GB කොල වට්ටාය දෙ
prepaid combo එක බෙදාන්නත
තිහුරියච්ච හුන්නනේ මේක
මිහාර වකිවකින් එච්චි නෙගුමවර කොම්බෝ ප්ලෑන් නගාල මාසරි data voice adi SMS වෙන කොම්බෝ ප්ලෑන්ස් මීගේ තුරු chat stream adi social media බලලා free data
අස්සෙන් ගත කොම්බෝ මාසාලේ වන්
prepaid combo plan activate කරන් Dhiraagu app download කරලා